One two 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 one two. We are back at it, man. Make sure to smash that like button. Gather round, gather round, gather round, gather round. Let's share this video out. Audio sounding good. Audio sounding good. Let's go, man. We got a lot of things to get to today. Let me go up on Instagram Live, let the people know that we are out here so we can get everything popping. Let me go up on my Instagram Live on my personal page. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. How's my mic sounding? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Big salute to B3 on the beat right there. Big salute to everybody who's popping up on Instagram. We are live on the gram over here on my phone. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube as usual. Make sure to smash that like button. We are also live on Twitch. We are live on X, aka Twitter, and we are also live on Kick. All right, let's get it popping. We got a lot of different things to get to today. Let me go through my list of topics. As far as things I got to respond to personally, I got to respond to a stalker. So we'll definitely get into that as well. Big salute to the Man Dem Show, aka that's Guttzy Guts and the boy DJ Las Vegas. I'm gonna be responding to a clip of a podcast that they did where they were talking about me. All right, I'm finally gonna do it. I'm gonna respond. All right, big salute to Pressa. We're gonna go through the Pressa and N3ON lore and everything that's going on around that with Top 5 and everything. The whole Nav versus Top 5 lore that's been going on. We'll definitely get into that. I want to give a big R.I.P. to D'Angelo, one of my favorite R&B artists ever. We definitely have to get into a little segment about D'Angelo. You know what I'm saying? Also, somebody got pressed in LA for playing some Drake music. It's a little bit weird. I don't know. We'll definitely have to get into that as well. What else do I got on my list here? Erick Sermon. I'm on your ass. All right. How many seconds am I in before I even get to my cursing and all that? Well, I'm on your ass, Erick Sermon. All right. No pause. All right. And we're gonna expose you for robbing my homie Bishop Brigante. R.I.P. to Bishop Brigante, aka the gambling man. We're gonna expose the green-eyed bandit today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to it. All right. What else do I got on my list? I got a long list, man. I'm hyped today, man. Nicki Minaj quits music. We definitely got to get into that. Just some quick fun topics as well. Rick Ross had to break up with his girlfriend because she wouldn't kiss him on the mouth. All right. It's not a topic, but I just wanted to address that. Also, Toronto rappers are loafing. All right. Big salute to the homie T. Lucas or Lucas T. He's been out here putting in pain in the management game for a while, and he decided to get up on Instagram and talk his shit. So we definitely got to get into that. There's a lottery simp, somebody who got jammed out of a lot of money. All right, I got to get into that story and put you all onto game. Okay. Last but not least, there's a new crime detection software that they're going to be installing in Vaughan. Gun detection software. So we definitely got to get into our civic duties. Let me know in the comments if y'all have any topic that you want me to get into. I will definitely get into them. Big salute to everybody who's popping up on Instagram right now. We are live on YouTube, youtube.com/welovehiphop network. Let's go. I'm trying out something new, gang. I got some headphones on here today. I'm trying to hold down the bucket hat. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me know who's out here, man. Who is in the building, man? Comment gang strong. I seen people popping up from earlier, man, like Old John Crow 416 Trackstar Music in the building. Let me put you up on the screen right here. Salute. Good evening to Tasha Latina popping up in the chat over here. Juicy Hamburger just entered the chat also. Something public. Big salute. Who's he talking about? Waste Old Man. I hope you're talking about Erick Sermon and not me. But hey, we out here, man. DSG 22, you know what I'm saying, or Dogs 22 in the building. Big salute to Young Money in the building. Let's get to it, man. Let me make sure to give some love to this beat. Hold on. Check it. No, I got no bars. Gang, we back out here, man. We are back out here. Big salute to everybody who's popping up on different streaming platforms. Make sure to smash that like button, like I said before. Let's get this around the algorithm. You know what I mean? Notification gang strong. Let me know if you got the notifications, okay? Because lately I feel like people who are subscribed to the channel, and big salute to Push Keys, who just popped up in the chat. That's my brother right there. He just dropped some new fire right there that I just seen up on these YouTube or on these Instagram streets. Make sure to go check out his music, man. Let me know if y'all are getting the notifications, because for some reason, a lot of times people have not been getting the notifications of lately. I'm going to keep on reiterating this point right here because of the strike that I got the other day for that Drake and Pressa track. Shit has been acting kind of wonky since then. So let me know when y'all get the notifications, or if you got the notifications. All right. Let's get into what we got to get into. Let me run a couple of ads, and then we could talk out shit. Let's go, man. Where's my ads? Let's go.
Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, with delivery all over the GTA and now all across Canada. They got the best selection of flour, edibles, and pens, and all types of goodies that you need. You can find them on their Instagram page, _Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed app, as well as the Leafy Things app. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop Network, and they may give you a discount. Big salute to Diamond Club. Cheer!
Yeah. Okay. One more, and then we can get into our shit.
Ready for the road.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating protection with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Road ready, ready for the road.
All right. Okay, so let me just address a couple of things here first before we get into any of our topics, all right? And I don't want to really get too specific, but I got a stalker. All right. A female stalker, and I'm not talking about a stalker in the way, oh, like she want my body, that type shit, you know what I'm saying? Far from it. I made a piece of content a while back, and like I said, I'm not going to get too specific, but I made a piece of content a while back, about this individual and the story surrounding her. Family members were involved. Okay. Y'all in the chat, y'all can let me know if y'all know who I'm talking about. But I did this story probably maybe about 3 months ago now, when I think about it. And I felt that, I was well within my rights to do this story. It was a public story. It was something that was on a public platform that we were reacting to. We being the chat, me, you, and me in the chat. And we went through the article. We went through everything we had to go through, and everything seemed to me to be above board. What I started getting was a whole bunch of DMs afterwards. Okay. And sometimes I see DMs in my request section and I don't say shit. I just leave it there, because people be saying some wild shit to me. Yo, you're a pack. Yo, you're an old head bitch, whatever, Ray Tay Tay. But this one, I seen it. It was paragraphs and paragraphs, and I addressed it. All right. And big salute to everybody who's in the chat, who's doing what they got to do in the chat. Like I said, I ain't going to say shit. Y'all could assume whoever y'all want to assume. So, what I got as far as the DMs is, take that down, bitch. You don't know nothing about me, Ray Tay Tay. And I said, listen, this is nothing. It was nothing malicious. It was a public story. I didn't go into anybody's DMs, or I didn't hear about it on the streets. It was a public story that I was reacting to, and I left it there. Okay. There was a lot of, foul language being thrown to me. So when it comes to that also, like, I just don't really take to that energy. So most of the time, and I feel like you guys know me on record, if people come at me on some, yo, bitch, take that down or else, most times it's not coming down. All right. I started getting some emails from YouTube saying that I was defaming this person's character, or there was some emails sent to them saying that I was defaming their character, and would I like to dispute this? I decided, you know what? I will dispute this. 2 claims. All right, 2 claims on one video. I disputed both claims. The results came back. You're good. We Love Hip Hop Network. Proceed. You have no violation on your video. This is well within your rights. It's public content, as you were. And I continued as I was. So I say all that to say, big salute to my homie Johnny Jibbs. He's out there in the world. He hit me up. He said, yo, I seen some comments under a Facebook post. And like I said, I'm not going to release this person, who this person is. I'm not trying to dox nobody, anything crazy like that, okay? But I started seeing wild shit underneath a comment of a post that I put up. The post specifically was actually Drake when he was celebrating Adonis's birthday, and they were posting on the gram about it and everything like that. I reposted it as well, and a lot of posts get aggregated over to Facebook. And in the Facebook comments, it was something like, "Oh, this pedophile is out here posting people's kids again." Let me repeat. This pedophile is out here posting people's kids again. So, I didn't even see it. The homie put me on. He said, yo, what's going on with this Friday? Like, why is this? I know you, so I'm going to hit you up behind the scenes ahead of time and ask what's up with, why is this girl pissed? You know what I'm saying? Because he knows that's not the way I flex. And I explained to him the whole thing and all of that, the whole story that I kind of just paraphrased and explained to you guys. So I'm saying all of this to say, if you start seeing slander and defamation coming from this individual right here, whether it might be comments underneath a Facebook post, which Facebook, like, nobody give a fuck about Facebook, shorty. So like, you need to relax. Okay. It might be under a YouTube video. It might be under an Instagram post. Maybe not an Instagram, because I think I blocked her on the gram. Just know that it's because of what I explained right here in this live stream. All right. When you go and you do something publicly, and this is to everybody, rappers, people who are not public figures, or people who are public figures. When you go and do something on a public platform, whether it's going on the news, you know what I'm saying? You could be one of those people that were at the scene of an accident and you were like, yo, what happened was, right? Whether you do an article, whether you do an interview on a platform, whether it's We Love Hip Hop or any other like interview platforms that is published to the public, you are now up for public fodder. You're up for reactions, whether it's from reaction video people, whether it's from other articles. Once you let that stuff out into the public, you do not have control of that anymore. All right. You can't take back what you've already put out into the public. When you go do an interview with some people and you sit down with them for probably 5 hours, spill your guts, tell them whatever they want to know, and then they press publish on that article, you can't take it back, shorty. Okay. So you can call me whatever you want, but you need to take accountability for the shit that you did. This is the last thing that I'm going to say about it. Anything else that's going to happen with this, if she wants to respond to me or anything like that, I will happen. Sorry, my bad. I'm getting tongue twisted. I will handle behind the scenes. All right. With all of the individuals involved, not just you, shorty, all of the individuals involved. So do with that what you will. Anywho, let's get to real topics. All right. What is that? A non-actionable opinion. Yes. You know what I'm saying? We've gone through all of the litigations and stuff like that when it comes to court cases and what can happen when it comes to defamation and what defamation means, right? This Drake case has definitely taught us a little bit more about the law. All right, so just cut it out. Anywho, let's get to something that I wanted to talk about. Big salute to the Mandem show. All right, big salute to Guttzy Vagaz. All right, that's a former We Love Hip Hop employee. He was out here from time. And big salute to DJ Las Vegas, out here doing this thing. DJ Las Vegas is a pillar in our hip hop scene. He's been recording artists and putting on artists from time, G. He's the one who recorded Black Challenger, actually. You know what I'm saying? As well as a plethora of other Toronto classics. Now, during this whole Drake debacle that was going on with the lawsuit and stuff like that, I got into a little bit of shit. Y'all already know, okay? Y'all follow the platform, okay? I got in problems for my tweet that I put up the other day. Can I even find my tweet? You know what? Let's go on to let's go on to the interwebs and start doing a little bit of backstory before we play this clip from GTV. All right, because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play a clip from GTV and we're gonna get to it. Let's do this. Let's find let's go over to Keep Six Solid. Bada boom, bada bing. Let's scroll down a few days and let's find this post. Here we go. So this is the original post that caused all the ruckus. All right. And I said, real talk, bruh, you forced us to care about this shit for way longer than we wanted to because of a dumbass lawsuit. We rationalized, goalpost moved, and gave you the benefit of the doubt. Now the case is dismissed and you're fucking with Canada's reputation. Enough already. We're over it. And then this gentleman came through. He responded with a whole long ass response. And, you know, we were off to the races. Let's bash Friday. Okay. Now, the funny thing is, when I was going through this whole, I guess, virality, I was thinking to myself, where the hell are the man them? Okay. Where's Gutsy Guts? Where's DJ Las Vegas? Because at least when it came to these guys, they kept it real with their opinion on how they felt about the whole battle, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar battle. They were one of the rare or one of the only platforms over here in Toronto that were constantly on the Drake, you lost, like just accept it. Okay. So when all of this stuff started happening with the lawsuit, I was thinking to myself, damn, where are these guys at? Don't leave me out here on the ledge as the only one who has an opinion. And for once, not for once, a lot of times, for another time, our opinions actually match. And then lo and behold, they popped up. And when they decided to pop up, they commented on the post that I had with Nav, the post that I had over here on Keep Six Solid. Low-key, I thought they were going to kind of hold me down, but they popped up and kicked my back in. But that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up, and this is going to be actually, you know, you can mark this down, October 15th, 2025. This will actually be the first time that I've responded to anything that the Mandem has said, anything that they've said on the Mandem podcast or the Mandem show. Anytime that these guys have taken shots at me over the years, it's been crazy. People always send me the clip. I see everything. There's not one time that these guys have taken diarrhea shits on me that I haven't seen the clip. I just never respond. The reason I've never responded, and I'm going to explain that to you guys here today, is because if somebody's really, or if you feel like somebody's supposed to be your ops or whatever, then you don't show them love. You don't elevate them. Okay? You don't start going back and forth so that now the fan base over here, which, don't get me wrong, a lot of the fan bases cross over. So it's not even like we're not working out of the same pool of people. But if those are supposed to be my quote unquote ops, why would I respond to their content of them dookie shitting all over Friday Ricky Dread to send people over there? If you want to go over there, go over there. But my mind started changing over the years. Not even over the years, over the months. And I started saying to myself, they have been the only consistent hip-hop platform over here in Toronto that actually covers Toronto shit. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to all the other podcasts that are out here doing their thing. But with the exception of We Love Hip Hop and the Mandem Show, and if there's any other ones that I'm not naming right now, let me know in the comments. We're the only ones who might talk about a Push Keys. You know what I'm saying? Or might get in depth when it comes to rappers. Not only talk about the Pressas and the top fives of the world, but like, you know, we'll know who a OKG D-Lo is. We'll know who a A.W.O.L Baby is. Like, I'm talking about underground Toronto rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're actually the only two platforms that will talk about them interview these gentlemen and individuals. Oh, Borough Sound TV also. Big salute to Borough Sound TV. That's my co-host right there. Low key, Czar might be starting to, get on his Zarly Kirk shit. You know what I'm saying? He might start leaning more into the political stuff because this hip hop shit ain't easy, bro. So I always I had to commend the GTV network for being one of the only other ones to stick their neck out when it comes to that stuff and have an objective point of view when it came to this whole Drake versus Kendrick Lamar battle. Because they weren't on some, we're from Toronto, so we're just gonna like glaze. You know what I'm saying? So what I'll do, no more long talking. Let's do this. Let's pull up the content and let's review.
Well, when the lot happened, or the dismissal happened, you saw a lot of people get quiet. You know what I'm saying? Keep Six posted that whatever. I didn't see Marlon say a thing about it yet. You know what I'm saying? But the one person you knew that what was not going to, he was like, nah, this is the opportunity. He's like, fuck, bro. I might as well kick his ass, kick his back in when it's fucking hurting, right?
When you're down, Rick.
Monday, Friday.
Monday, Ricky Dre.
Friday went on Twitter and he had a little rant.
Oh boy.
Now, it started before, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. So it pretty much happened when the case got dismissed. So he posted it like case dismissed. He said, yo, OVO docket, why'd you block me? You know what I'm saying? OVO docket, that's an OVO team thing.
Mm-hmm.
He read out a part of the plaintiff thing. He said cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So then he went on stream. He said, yeah, the case got dismissed, bro. Drake loses. I'll let y'all cook. Whatever. So he says,
Let's pull up the tweet, my guy.
I don't get where I'm supposed to get this blind loyalty from because I live in Toronto, then people don't pay me.
Mm-hmm.
So which one? Am I a glazer or am I disloyal? POS? What is that?
Or am I
disloyal?
Am I
POS.
glazer or disloyal piece of shit?
Piece of shit. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I gotta pick something. Got to pick something out of the point. You can be both. Both can be true. Friday. I always wanted to say that.
What, both things can be true? You never used that in a sentence before? Come on, bro. It's just English. It's not even advanced English.
Wanted to be
Well,
both.
he's the one that
I
asked the question, so you answered. I mean,
both can be true technically. Hold on, let me see what the one people them said in the comments. The two people them said. Or somebody said he's a disloyal piece of shit. You go where the blind blows under the geese of objectivity. I was rooting for you too, bro. At least the West Coast dick eaters you tried to cloud chase from actually rally their own. Anyways, this all led to a comment that went viral.
oh, I see it.
The thread.
Real talk, bruh.
Yeah, so it says, real talk, bruh. You forced us to care about this shit for way longer than we wanted to because of a dumb ass lawsuit. We rationalized, goalpost moved, and gave you the benefit of the doubt. Now the case is dismissed, and you fucking with Canada's reputation. Enough already. We're over it. Friday, really?
Really?
Friday is sick. The man said we goalpost move.
So he's technically saying that
you admitted
that you was glazing the nigga.
you were glazing the nigga.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's crazy work.
Okay, so let's stop there for a second. I don't know if I'm admitting about glazing a nigga. I've given Drake a lot of props over the lifetime of doing this podcast. Okay. And during this battle, I've given him his share of props, whether he's had accomplishments, whether he's gone on tour, or whatever. What ends up happening is that and I'm not going to call anybody K-barbs or anything derogatory, but the Kendrick fans end up turning around and calling me a glazer. Okay? You guys have seen on Twitter the amount of different memes that they've made about me, calling me all kind of glizzy this, glizzy that, glizzy glazer that. You feel me? So I would never call myself a glazer. Mana big man, you know what I'm saying? But that's what they call me, all right? And then at the same time, they'll call me a piece of shit and disloyal when I don't disagree, when I disagree with Drake, when I'm not cool with a lawsuit.
Why?
Yo, when I
fam?
seen that, I'm like, no fucking way, fam. That's what it was like the Joe Button. Then shut the fuck up in all 2025. That you know that little meme is just like, I don't want to hear shit from you, because if you're moving the goalposts for the nigga, then and technically you shouldn't be disloyal to the nigga either.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you speak to him on the phone and shit.
Hold on.
Let's stop that right there too, and let's fix that narrative, because I've never spoken to this guy on the phone. We don't have each other's phone number. When I had that one reveal, the one-time reveal, what was it? Maybe a month ago, when I said, "Yo, I spoke to Drake," I revealed to the people on the network, on my co-host, that I had a DM conversation with a gentleman. I never said that I had a phone conversation with him, and people have taken it and played broken telephone, no pun intended, so many ways that now it's like, yo, you know, when you guys were having that meeting face to face over at Soto's, like, nigga, no, he DM'd me. It's not the first time. It's the first time I told people. Holy, I hate when people take something and twist it into a wild narrative, man.
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Oh shit.
We're getting there.
Sorry.
Because a man named Rico back 5, who
Is this on the comments?
this is Twitter. Yeah, he replied to him, and this is the one that went viral too. And Rico seems like a Drake eater too, but
he is a Drake.
He said, "This is why I thank God every day I'm not from Toronto. Laugh out loud. Y'all niggas the most disloyal, dishonorable, ungrateful, scumbag niggas on the earth. If that nigga wasn't born, the world would only know y'all for maple syrup. Cap. Not a single rapper from Toronto made it mainstream. Cap. Do your fucking research, you retarded Drake eater." Sorry. Not a single rapper from Toronto made it mainstream. Sorry, let me go that back again. Bishop Brigante made it on BT mainstream, beat out people. Cardinal Official.
BT?
Cardinal Official had an international hit, man. Okay, just because only y'all only know about Drake doesn't mean that y'all can rewrite history, bro.
BT plus other places where he's been mainstream.
Yeah.
Maestro. Mainstream.
Chocolate.
Mainstream. Mishimi, who people from not just over here, but back in the
New York,
States, everywhere say that she's fucking goated. But you know, I guess she didn't make it mainstream. We have Sean Desmond.
Sean Desmond. Mainstream.
You have I guess Belly's not from Toronto. Tate McRae is from Toronto.
Yeah, they're from yes.
Okay,
she's
so
Canadian.
Tate McRae, Toronto.
You know what I'm saying?
But she's before Drake or after?
She's after, but okay. If you want to say before,
yeah, we're talking about before.
Ghetto Concept.
Ghetto
who's on the
Concept.
magazines of the Source and shit. Come on,
mainstream.
Come on. Bro.
So don't just
chaos.
Chaos.
Come on,
super
bro.
mainstream.
Come on.
So
bro.
again, just because you guys are eaters, and yes, Drake is the biggest out. We're never gonna deny Drake's.
The worst part about it is that we're agreeing, but they're gonna diss me again. Stay tuned.
Popularity, but don't sit down there and act like Toronto wasn't booming or Toronto didn't have niggas that were mainstream. They were mainstream. They just weren't. You guys just didn't want to pay attention to them because you guys wanted to eat Drake's dick. But sorry. Not a single rapper from Toronto made it mainstream. Cap until this N-word touched the mic. He's not. Anyways, and put your entire country on. Y'all know.
Whoa! What was you about to say? He's not what? He's not a nigga. Drake not a nigga? Cause what? Because he's half Jewish? Don't do that, Guttzy. Don't do that. I think you know some of the man them on their team, bro. Don't be a sneak disser, bro. Bring it back.
Not a single rapper from Toronto made it mainstream. Cap until this N-word touched the mic. He's not. Anyways. And put your entire country on. Y'all know this nigga personally, and your first move is to talk about this N-word online. Stop hopping on the phone with this N-word if you're just going to act like a hoe after. That's where he has that more than anything is where he was right on Friday. Friday, you can't sit down there and talk about, or you can't say that you and Drake were on the phone and Drake is calling you the voice of the city, and then you're gonna shit on him after. That's backwards, my nigga. That's the same here. I'll show you Friday. Which camera? What camera? This one?
No, your main
This
camera.
one?
Yeah.
Good. Boom. Remember when I posted a comment about games freestyle one time, and you're like, oh, this freestyle. I said the freestyle shit, and you're like, oh, but what if Game comes on here and da 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 da? It's crazy that you told me to delete my comment or told me to not make that comment because you wanted to get the interview with Game allegedly or whatever. Or if Game would have came on there, he would have seen something. But yet you do this shit. It's so confusing to me.
You know what? You are right, Gutsy. You're right. And I understand why you're confused. You know what I'm saying? Because I did say that. And as a bigger man, I can say now in hindsight, from the way that I do things and I don't hold any punches, I was wrong for that. Okay? You're hearing it now publicly. I was wrong for that. All right? I should have let you say whatever you want to that fuck nigga Game. All right? I'll say it right here. Fuck Game. All right? JC on Price or where JC on whatever his name, fuck that nigga. All right. I was wrong for telling you that you can't jump in the comments and say his red rolls, white ceiling freestyle was trash. And then turn around maybe 4 or 5 years later, because these niggas are still talking about me 4 or 5 years later. But 4 or 5 years later, and then turn around and be Mr. Rant Crazy Ricky Dread. All right, who been the enemy of the province, who's pissed off at least one out of every person's camp in the whole of the city. All right, so I can't have that same energy back in the, or can't have the energy back in the days and then be the way I am now. So you know what? You are right, and for that, I'll apologize. All right, let's continue.
Drake is sitting down there allegedly.
Next hammer.
Drake is sitting down there allegedly talking to you, allegedly calling you the voice. But then when this happens, you're not moving the goalposts like you've done for the last year? Why? Back to this one. You guys knew he lost. That's why you moved the goalpost.
I never said that he didn't lose. I don't know where y'all are getting. Did you guys hear some other piece of content, or did you not actually even take in the piece of content that when I said the nigga lost? All right. And it wasn't like a perceived loss, or if you guys want to think that he lost. No, not a nigga lost. Not like us as a smash. Bots or not. I don't give a fuck.
That's why you guys rationalized. That's why you made so much money and views over the last how many months, over the last year,
Fact.
was because of this battle. You were the one that said Not Like Us was divisive, no?
Yep.
Was the most divisive song ever.
It went viral.
It went viral.
It did.
So what are we talking about? Why now that he lost the lawsuit that you guys already knew he was never going to win? Where in this lawsuit did you think he was going to win? Because Kendrick got bots? Doesn't Drake have bots? You're a Drakeologist like you call yourself. So shouldn't you know that Drake has bots?
Said that.
UMG? Why would this be confused? Like, I don't get why you're trying to get at Drake. What about when you were at No Jumper giving out sauce?
Giving out info.
Giving out info.
Be specific, sir. We're talking. It wasn't No Jumper. It was Whack 100. Me being a chatty patty bitch. All right. Talked about that already. We moved past that.
That didn't make Toronto look bad, nigga. Come on, Friday. Don't do that one day. Don't do that, Unk. Don't do that, Unk. Don't do that. That don't make no motherfucking sense. So yeah. Yeah, man.
One unk ass nigga who's like 40 years old calling another nigga unk is crazy.
And Friday loves it though. At the end of the day,
He
Friday,
loves
hey
it.
man, Friday
He
get the attention. So low
loves
key he's like, yo, fuck, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
bro.
he's gonna continue doing this
I don't
shit.
get it why you guys are always threatening me. I get threatened by Toronto, and you guys wonder why the media is so much up and down. We show our face and we say the exact.
Hold on. Let me put this up on the screen over here. Big salute to Caro. He said Drake lost and Not Like Us is divisive. Guess what? Hold on. Let me make my screen bigger. Two things can be true. Yo, I used it in a sentence too. Holy, I must be a fucking genius.
We say way worse shit than you, Brady.
Yeah.
You just talk about Drake and Top 5 all the time. We talk about everybody. We talk about the whole city. 1-2 times you'll tap in and do whatever. But like we talk about everybody in the city. We don't give a fuck, and we show our faces every week, just like you, cuz. So I mean, you just got a little bit more. You got a lot of bit more clout than us. That's 100.
Okay, two things about that. one, I do talk about everybody. Like, I don't know, I have a freaking story about OKG D-Lo that's up on the channel when he got arrested. I got a story about 100 OTD when he got arrested. All these different people in the scene, when things happen, I talk about everybody. So let's not do that. All right. And I'm not trying to take a shot, but maybe you don't have the same kind of problems. One, because maybe the takes are kind of lukewarm. They're not hot takes, all right? I only serve up the hottest of the hottest takes over here at the We Love Hip Hop Network, all right? No lukewarm shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean about lukewarm? You know when you put the milk on the stove, you don't want to let it get too hot or it's going to start getting a little bit of that film on the top of it. No. I put scoiling hot water when I do my takes. You feel me? And two, maybe niggas just don't know. If niggas didn't see it, right? I'm not trying to diss, but if it don't crack 100 views, maybe niggas didn't see it. That's all I'm saying. It's not a diss. Just an observation.
More, yeah.
But,
He's doing all the extra shit. Niggas
yeah, you
not niggas not tweeting their thoughts every single minute. Like, I got time for that.
But this energy is the reason why people don't rate us. It's not because Jake sued. They don't like. They're not looking at Canada weird because Jake sued. They're looking at Drake weird because he sued.
Yeah, not Canada.
They don't give a shit about us.
No.
Like the fan base, they already made up their decision about us. Some of us are weird, some of us are not. But more than anything, this lawsuit is about Drake and Drake only. The whole of America, and I've asked them, and we're gonna try and get some Americans on there, but no American is gonna be like, okay, well, because Drake sued and lost a fuck.
Like who? Curtis King? Because once upon a time, when I was having my, I guess, back and forth, the first time the war between me and Curtis King broke out, and he had an issue, and I, this is before I had the interview with Curtis King, and I'm put you all onto a little bit of game, all right? And I hope y'all hear this. They ran and got with Curtis King and said, you know what? Oh, you got a problem with Friday? Well, guess what? We have a common enemy. And they ran over and did an interview with Curtis King and said, yo, we're going to be releasing this interview in like a week. Yo, we got this shit. We got Curtis King. We're going to kick Fridays back in. It's going to be a party. And I said, you know what? I got you, nigga. And I did the Curtis King live stream. This is why that Curtis King interview was a live stream. I could have interviewed Curtis King and did a pre-recorded interview. But I said, no. Before you run and kick my back in, okay, I'm going to go get that fuck nigga Curtis King and get him on the show, do it live, and have the conversation with him so that by the time y'all drop your content, it'll be old news. It'll be, oh shit, this content would have been good if we dropped it before he actually had a conversation with you. Sorry, just shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm a piece of shit. Maybe I am a POS.
Lawsuit that we're gonna look at the whole of Canada differently. Now, maybe the little ignorant fucking dummies on Twitter that you interact with might think that way. That's possible. But the whole of them, the rest of the people, what do you like to say? People outside of your subset don't think like that. So yeah. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. Just, I don't know, Friday. Just keep the same energy, bro. Keep glazing. You have to keep glazing.
Yeah.
Keep it glazing, fire blazing. Everybody gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, where are we at now? So minute 39, and they have, holy, they call it glazing hop hit hop. Nigga, y'all talked about me for like, what, 39 to 53? Can we do some math right there? That's like 25 or 20 something minutes. Glazing.
From UMG?
Hold on. Let's go back over here. Where were we?
Keep glazing. You were glazing him on.
Glazing. Let's do a quick check over here. Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, that's not for me. Oh, there I am in the thumbnail again. 8. Oh, this is a nice one right here with Christmas special. 9. Can we get to a 10? Can we get to 10? 10. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm in the title over here because they talked about me. 11. We be blazing fire burn. Holy. Oh, shit. Damn, bro. Friday, you're such a glazer.
A lot of Toronto people had a problem. Well, when the lot happened,
You're
or
welcome.
the dismissal happened, you saw a lot of people get quiet. You know what I'm saying? Keep Six posted that whatever. I didn't see Marlon say a thing about it yet. You know what I'm saying? But the one person you knew that what was not going to, he was like, nah, this is the opportunity. He's like, fuck, bro.
Oh, we already went.
I might as well kick his
let's
ass.
get to the nap stuff. We did that. They called out my hypocrisy.
Made it mainstream. Cap, do your fucking. Not
Holy, bro.
Giving out info.
giving no info.
The glaze is long that I can't even keep track of how long the glaze is. Oh, hold on. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Again. Next time I say something crazy like that, put me on timeout, all right?
It's a hip hop battle, like just like a rap battle. We're not gonna sit down here and say, "Oh, okay, Murder Mook fucking trash somebody," but because we're from that person's country, that we're gonna be like, okay, well, that person won. No, you know what I'm saying? We seen what happened. I've been saying it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It was a good battle. You know, like Drake said, he's got his pen out. You know, it was nice to get the pen out and this and that and the third and blah blah blah. We finally got to see Kendrick for like longer than like a year or a 6-month run. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Let me read this comment right here. Big salute to Roots 416, man. He said, yo, it's crazy how he was on your podcast for a hot minute. Not only on my podcast, he had his own podcast. Big salute to 6 Views Uncut. All right. And now he's moving. Is crazy to me, fam. Shaking my head. Bro, I'm you with that one. Sometimes you raise them and then they go wayward. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
But yeah, we'll see what happens next.
Well, what happened next was
Northside Benji started performing in Toronto. So he Northside Benji's on tour. Shout out to Northside Benji. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
My guy. He I believe he opened up the tour in Montreal, 2 nights in Toronto. I was supposed to go to one of the nights, but I've been having my personal life is fucked up right now. Anyways, Nav ended up coming out to one of his I believe the second night. He came out to the second night to perform. Shout out to Nav showing love to the brown boy, showing love to I'm toast to what do you call it? Is Northside Benji technically Brampton?
he's a Brampton artist.
Yeah, the Brampton goat.
Yeah, I would say that one of the best coming out of Brampton for sure.
Break up my brother.
One of
Nav.
the best,
The best that came out of Brampton, not one of.
not the best.
You don't think so?
No, but that's obviously subject to everybody's opinion. But not the best.
So why can't I find the comment?
I have it. This one
Holy, these guys are so prepared.
right here.
Yeah. So there you go. So you want to read it now?
All right, so it'd be like a video and shit. So
Because
okay,
he wanted to show how much people commented and showed love in this and that third. Oh, okay. You want me to do it?
Oh my God.
go ahead, man. You
Just
got it,
say
man.
the goddamn, get to the segment, man. Holy shit. Bad pardon. Bad pardon.
Going back to it Friday. This got to be a Montreal thing. Because the way you like, oh man. You know what? I would have said the same thing if I was on the pod. You're acting like a hoe. This is whole movements Friday. This is straight up whole. No. Respectfully, this is whole movements.
Whoa.
No, it is. It is.
See the choice of words. You were acting like a hoe. He ain't call me a hoe. He want to call me a hoe, but he said you're acting like a hoe. All right? You're getting close to the line, my guy. Just careful. All right? Where we at on here this right now? 149 one day. It's cool. All right? This right here, I have never done this before. Keep this in mind. This is going to be one of the first titles that you see. And I don't know if I'm going to put their name in the title because their SEOs and that crazy. But this is going to be one of the first times that you're going to see their face in the thumbnail over here with me doing some kind of stupid face. Right? So I'm not doing this on some hate run. I'm doing this because we need more podcasts out here. All right? I would love to see these guys triple the amount of views that they have on this right now so that we can have an actual ecosystem.
Friday said, I didn't know it was okay to like Nav now. Isn't he with the same team that dissed the boy? Question mark. He had this emojis. Nav responded back, shut up, Unc. Go back.
Shut up, Unc. Oh, because he opened up the, okay.
Oh, so he had to open up the previous. He didn't open up. Oh, is it right there?
So,
Right there.
yeah, I seen it.
So he said, shut up, Unc. Friday then begins to get out the lube because Nav responded to him.
Okay, now listen, I'm going to give you guys a disclaimer right here. Trigger warning for any of the manly men out there, okay? Trigger warning. This is going to be heavy pause activity. All right? So I'm just giving you guys forewarning. You might want to tell your kids to go, if you have kids are watching, tell them to go into the other room. All right? We're trying to enforce manly men into 2026. I might be one of them old school 50-year-old heads where we want our men to stay manly. But I'm going to give you guys a super trigger warning before these guys do something that's going to be super sus. All right? Let's proceed.
Like more than anything, that's all that Friday seen. He didn't care that he said shut up. Friday just seen like social media. Oh my God, he responded. Oh fuck. Shit.
What do I do now?
Czar! Natural! Thirsty! Nav responded too! Holy shit, what the fuck? Yo, Nav, I fuck with you. It's not a diss. I fuck with your music. This nigga started. This nigga got. Oh, you got it now?
Yeah. The spit shine. He got the spit shine.
He didn't even do two hands. You know when when the fucking youth face is not fucking me, you go the whole lube. You just take the whole hand in the fucking Vaseline and he smothered that shit on the fucking typewriter. He said, or on the phone. He went on the phone.
Bro, what causes your mind to think of these types of things, bro? Holy. Why don't you just say, yo, fam, you're glazing? The way that you're describing it, fam, like, it sounds like one of your homoerotic fantasies right there, bro. Because, damn, bro, you're getting way too into this description right here. So I told you, trigger warning. It gets worse.
Lather it.
I'm sorry, gang. I'm sorry.
Sip of his ice cap. What is it? The man, how many times? The nigga messaged Nav back like 3 times. He tagged Nav back 3 times.
No, twice. It was twice.
I could have sworn there was maybe more, but okay, whatever.
Brown Skin Dragon salutes. Wrench Gang in the building. She says, too much anime. Yeah, man. Watching that anime where like they be having like 10-foot dicks go up inside of them and all kind of weird shit. Like, whoa, bro. Like, check the man's history, man. Holy. Check his history, bro. Check his laptop. Holy.
Maybe I think it's one more.
The man said, oh no, it's not facts. He said at Nav, oh no, it's not facts. Sorry, I imagined it then. Laughing emoji. Then he messaged back, hey Nav, and by the way, I like your stuff, fam. I ain't just pick sides when it's convenient like the other blogs.
And now they're both doing it. Yo. What the hell?
And then he puts it on his Twitter. Now it's shut up, Unc. But all last year, Nav was on some fuck Drake shit. All I'm doing is point out the hypocrisy of the blogs, and you took offense. By the way, I like your music.
What hypocrisy from what blogs?
I don't know.
So in again.
We got to call these guys the out of context gang right here, man. So I already explained this. I'm not going to explain it again because like I feel like we have an intelligent enough audience to know to keep up with the lore of everything that's going on. All right, we already explained it. Big salute to DJ Natural. We had the conversation that it wasn't a diss towards Nav. I'll repeat it, okay? I'll repeat it, all right? For the slow ones in the back. For the short bus people. It wasn't a diss towards Nav. It wasn't a diss towards Northside Benji. It was an indictment or it was calling out the hypocrisy because I wouldn't even call it a diss towards Keep Six Solid. It was calling out the hypocrisy because they had just posted a post dragging me under the bus for Drake. All right. Obviously, EXO and OVO are having a long-standing beef, and this is why I questioned the post. That's it. Let's continue.
Friday, this is why you're fucked. And maybe you're fucked up because Keep Six Solid posted it, but technically you're taking shots at Keep Six.
Now if you want to look at it that way.
If you look at it that way, because technically Keep Six is posting Nav. So
Gang, look, listen. They figured it out.
You're feeling like Keep Six shouldn't post Nav if he fucks with Drake. But he's only posting Nav because Nav came out to support Northside Benji. Maybe he would have posted Nav regardless. I don't fucking know.
You see how like they landed that point, right? Oh, he's only posting Nav because he came out to support Northside Benji. Nigga, I know. I know, bro. It's Captain Obvious. I know. This is why I'm calling out the hypocrisy. Holy shit, bro. Listen, with all due respect, okay? I fuck with these guys. But, bro, like, you got to have an IQ over at least 20 to hold a fucking podcast microphone, bro. We can't just be over here using words wrong, not knowing how to even be able to have context to anything, not doing any research, showing up whenever the man them want. Oh, we'll podcast this week, and then we'll take the week off next week. Like, holy shit, man. This is the issue that I've been had in the first place. This is why I was never really trying to put these niggas up on the screen like this. Because I'm like, they're just going to give up next week. But now I'm like, please stay so that we have more podcasts. But if you're going to stay, don't be dumb. Use comprehension skills. Holy fuck. You landed 0 points, my nigga.
But because Northside Benji, or sorry, that Nav came out for Northside Benji, that was the reason why he posted it. So you seeing that is, I don't know, Friday. Again, I don't have a problem with you saying that, but you commenting after, that's some whole shit, fam. Don't comment, oh my God, I like your music, and no, fam, don't glaze. The nigga said, shut up, Unc. Tell him to go fuck off. Like, what's wrong with you, Friday? Who the fuck is over, like, it's like OVO over there. Who the fuck is telling you? But actually, I am wrong. You're right, Friday, because you're getting Nav to comment at you. You're getting Drake to comment at you.
I got you niggas to talk about me for like 25 minutes.
You're doing all the right things. So actually, let me shut the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But God knows, I don't give a fuck who any of these niggas are. Just like I told you on the pod before. I don't give a fuck if it's Tory Lanez, Drake, Nav. None of these niggas is talking to me that way. I don't give a fuck. I am not glazing for no interview. I do not give a fuck. Yeah, I'm saying I will page Nav and be like, "What part of Rexdale you from, nigga?" That's what I would have sauld.
He's not from Rex.
I would have asked him. You would have shut up, Unc. I'm like, yo, you're like me. You're not even from this city.
That's what I would have done. I would have made sure that I burned that bridge right away, dummy. Why didn't you burn the bridge right away? I would have burnt the bridge as soon as I got the conversation going. What are you talking about, Unc? Oh, you're so dumb? You didn't check him? You didn't say you're not from Rexdale? You didn't make sure that you could never have a conversation with him ever again? Oh, you're so stupid, Friday. You should burn that bridge right away. Dumbass.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I thought you were talking about Northside for a second, but yeah.
No, I'm talking about Nav.
This nigga over here doesn't even know who the fuck he's talking about. This is how much shared brain cells is happening in this podcast. This guy's having a rant. His co-host doesn't even know who he's talking about. but I'm the fucking problem.
That's what I would. That's what I've been. I'm like, okay, well, fuck. What part of Rex are you from then, cuz? Like, keep
Which side? There must be two sides.
But hey, Friday's loving it. Friday's getting the attention of the world.
I'm
And shout out
loving
to Northside Benji. He's out on tour. Misery Loves Company is out right now on all platforms. Make sure you guys go run that up. Super dope project, by the way. Like, again, that's how we ask for Northside from you. Us.
All right, that's enough. You're not talking about me anymore, so who cares? Anywho, I decided that I needed to address that. Okay, y'all could do what you will. You're gonna make another response video. Friday responded to our video on him. Okay, and then we can go into this weird kind of loophole circle. Okay, you know. Sorry, I'm not gonna do a response video to your response video. All right, I'm just letting you know that right now. So after you do the response video to this video here, what did I spend? I feel like I spent like 20 minutes on there. All right. And again, I will reiterate, the only reason I spent 20 minutes on this is because I want y'all to get views. All right. If I was still being the same prick that I have been for the last, I don't know, since y'all niggas left the network, since Guttzy left the network, if I was still the same prick, then I would just do what I usually do. Let y'all niggas chirp and say nothing, and then move on to the other stories that are going on in the scene. But the reason I'm doing this is because I want y'all to win. I want people to go to your network. I want people to go and subscribe to the GTV network. All right. Go follow Guttzy Guts. I think it's El Negro right now on Instagram. Go follow DJ Las Vegas. And y'all niggas continue to cook and do your thing. I'm not even going to say, stop talking about me. No, keep talking about me. I don't care. You guys are right. It helps. You know what I'm saying? But again, I got no beef. And you know what? I might address these niggas again. If they have a hot take, if they are able to actually create a take hot enough that we can react to over here on the We Love Hip Hop Network, then we will be reacting to one of their takes. But I'll be a damn fool if I react to another video that you niggas make on me again. All right? We're done with this. We're moving on. Anywho, big salute to Guttzy Guts. Big salute to Las Vegas, man. What else do we have here on the docket? What else is on the docket? Oh, let's get to this Pressa and Neon lore. All right. Pressa and Neon linked up to do a live stream. You know what? Let me rephrase that. I don't know if Pressa and Neon hooked up to do a live stream, but Pressa ended up on Neon's live stream. He's been moving around, doing this thing. There's this video that's been bugging me all day, inundating my timeline with Neon missing the bubble from Iggy Azalea. All right. So Neon is the guy that everybody wants to get next to right now. And Pressa, he stream sniped him before, but now they're trying to say that this time around, this little stream that happened was a stream snipe. Okay. We're going to go through all of the content. We're going to go all the way back even to the original time when there was an actual stream snipe, and we'll maybe get some answers by the end of the segment. So this is courtesy of Toronto Rap Stars, and I'm also collaborated on this post over here. And it says, Pressa joins Neon's live stream.
Keep the finger part. Keep the finger part. Keep the finger part. That's your bitch on me sucking my dick.
I don't know if this is copyright music, but this is the song that Pressa has with Hit Boy. This guy's shooting the gun fingers. I'm sure this is copyright. All right. So they're out there. They're doing the goddamn thing. And this is not Hit Boy, the producer. I think this is Hit Boy. Oh, yeah, it is Hit Boy, the producer. My bad. Okay, just making sure. Okay, so what's the next slide over here?
For Ruby Rose. Man, you keep talking about Ruby Rose. You love her, bro.
Nah, I'm saying this for you. I see y'all together. Like, y'all look good together. No.
Call for Ruby Rose. Man, you keep talking about Ruby Rose. You love her, bro.
Okay, so He's got Neon in the studio over here.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, bro.
Everybody says
This one right here, Neon thought he got set up by Pressa after what happened.
wassa wassa. What the scared about me?
Yo,
Cool.
hey, Canadians in the chat, what does wassa wassa mean?
It means
I'm just a civilian, so. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, bro. Call someone out right now if you want to be friends with that you have beef with.
everybody says
There's a full clip to this where he's like, yo, that's my dead homie, bro. Like, you know, holler at him, you know what I mean? Like, shout him out. And he then actually shouts out Wasi, you know, R.I.P. Wasi.
wassa wassa. What the
OK Dilo, my dog. Free OK Dilo, man. That's
Free
my
him.
doggy.
Free him, bro. Call someone out right now if you want to be friends with that you have beef with.
OK Dilo, my dog. Free OK Dilo, man. That's
Free
my
him.
doggy.
All right. So, yeah. So, you know, he did the live stream. There was a few different, and I got a few links for this right here. Let me see where we can go a little bit deeper into this whole lore right here. Okay, before we get to the top 5 side of things, because top 5 definitely had his share of words, and he jumped into this whole thing right here. Okay, let me see what else I got in here. Here we go.
Hey, brother, I come in peace.
You know
I
you're
come
my
in
dog.
peace. But listen, okay, but listen. Any beefs you got?
I don't got beef with nobody.
Okay, that got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I don't got nothing.
I'm a civilian, brother.
Me too.
And I be telling.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
you
be
too?
telling.
Oh.
I don't be telling, but I'm a civilian too. You feel me?
Wait,
Holy shit. This guy almost got Pressa to say some wild shit on camera. Like, yo, say that again?
I was going to say, brother, I come in peace.
You know
I
you're
come
my
in peace.
dog.
But listen, okay, but listen. Any beefs you got?
I don't got beef with nobody.
Okay, that got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I don't got nothing.
I'm a civilian, brother.
Me too.
And I be telling.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
you
be
too?
telling.
Oh.
I don't be telling, but I'm a civilian too. You feel me?
Wait, I was going to say, brother, I come in peace.
You know you're
This guy's like, me too. But not the telling part. Yo, chill.
You know me, I'm your bitch?
Wasi. You know
What
what? Wasi means like, Google him.
Okay.
Do your research.
What else?
But
What's
Wasa means
Here we
like
go.
my
This is the
savage.
clip I'm talking about.
So,
thanks,
like,
gang.
it'd be like, you're my savage, my Wasa.
What's some other shit?
Like when you see Drake, tell me, what up, my Wasa?
Oh, wait, you fuck with Drake?
Wasa. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Who's your favorite artist out of Canada?
Houdini.
Houdini. Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
You should go look him up.
Hell yeah.
You never heard of him before?
No, but I'm tapping.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
tapping.
tap into
Love, brother. There's a lot of food.
Yo, does Neon know nothing about Canadian hip hop? I feel like, respectfully, I don't even know if he knows Pressa.
And stuff. Whatever you need, man. I come in peace, bro. I got nothing in my
Me
pockets.
too. I ain't got nothing in my
Hold on. Would you mind if I pat you down?
Yeah, come on.
All right.
I ain't got nothing good. I got cash.
Hey! All right, bro. All right.
You're my Wasa.
Let me ask you guys a question in the chat, and I don't know. I might get in trouble for this later on, man, but whatever. Here we go. Did Pressa and Neon stream together? That's what I want to know. Because I feel like if they were streaming together, Pressa would have had like a microphone on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. All right. So let me know what y'all think.
You know me, I'm your bitch.
Wasi.
Come together,
together.
mend bad
Yeah.
things, and just all be friends.
Knock off the clowns and just come
No,
together.
no.
Now we got the mic. Now that they're in the studio, he got the mic.
No. There's no, because you know, time heals all wounds. So listen, bro. Call someone out right now if you want to be friends with that you have beef with.
OK Dilo, my dog. Free OK Dilo, man. That's
Free
my
him.
doggy.
Free him, bro.
And we're pushing unity.
Unity, love.
My ops. Bro.
Come together,
together.
mend bad
Yeah.
things, and just all be friends.
Knock off.
Can't play this.
Hold on.
He got it.
Neon and Hit Boy in this bitch, and we got to switch.
That's the first.
Hold on.
Okay.
We order around like 80 bottles. We BP out the truck, they couldn't follow.
That track sounds like it's gonna be a fire track still.
They know I'm a killer in this bitch, they cost a
Check out the streaming camera with the chat next to it and the phone next to it. Holy, niggas are doing a goddamn thing. So, and there's a Pressa with Big Sean. Okay. So then Top 5 jumped in and he said that this was like a stream snipe. All right. And I'll pull it up courtesy of the We Love Hip Hop Reddit. Go become a member of our Reddit. All right. And I took this from Torontology. It says, so Pressa claims Top 5 made fake message, says he's a fraud. Now, this fake message I'm talking about is, let me see if I can find the original message. Where is the original message? God damn. Because Top 5, he came out the blue and said that the shit was cat.
The saga.
So Neon just told me you that's a fake text. And you do this every week. Even Ray Charles can see you a fraud. Okay. Let me see if I can find the original message. Let's go up on Torontology. Let's find this quick fast. It's only from like a day ago. So it shouldn't be too far down. And we're gonna get to this Nav and Top 5 beef in a second. Let me just find this. What Top 5 was saying with this post here. Because he tried to call cap on Pressa when it came to linking up with Neon. Let's find this. Let's find this. My bad, gang. I should have had this. I thought I had all my links prepared, but I was wrong. I failed you guys. This is the original post we were just looking at. Okay, so here's the post I'm talking about. So this is a post, a screenshot from Top 5. This is supposed to be a conversation between Top 5 and Neon. And he goes, how does, I'm not going to say the word, end up on your stream? And then Neon responds, bro, this is the second time he's stream sniping me. He has to be stalking me. I couldn't say no to him. And then Top 5 put in the stories, leave my Indian friend alone. You know, words that I can't say over here. And I feel like there's a video of him talking to Neon where he's like, yo, Neon, what are you dealing with, bro? Like, why are you talking to homie? Okay, so they've been having this back and forth. I don't know what to believe when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking you guys in the chat. But this started a while back, okay? The original link that I have here for this, and I'll pull this up right now. The original link that I have for this is when Pressa first linked up, or when he first bumped into Neon, okay? And then maybe you guys can let me know what you think about this recent stream.
Are you ready? What is it? Oh. No fucking way.
Hey, I got time my shit.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Fuck Top 5, man. Top 5 keep calling you. I'm from Toronto. We them niggas, man.
Oh, shit.
Top 5. Fuck Top 5. GGGK. You know how we rockin'. We outside in LA live. Call Top 5 right now, your boy, and tell him what it is, man. You alright?
Well, I'm a civilian.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a civilian.
I know you're my dog.
All right, brother. I'm a civilian. Yeah.
All right, I rate
no
your
beef,
style.
y'all have. I'm friends with him, but
Yeah,
no, but I'm
cool.
no.
We're both friends. You're friends with both of us.
Yeah. I'm friends with him, but nothing to do with any of the other stuff.
Nah,
just like,
obviously, nah,
just
I know
like,
that.
yeah.
So
Hey,
what's
brother.
Ruby Rose with you? She give you peace, yeah?
No. She's a good friend. Good friend.
Good
All
friend.
right, all love, man.
I love
Alrighty.
Hey.
Yo, a little bit. Oh my god.
So when I first saw this clip, when he was like, "Oh my God," I thought he was talking to, and this is what he said when he first walked onto the street. He was like, "Oh my God," and I thought he was talking about, "Oh my God, it's Pressa." But then when after Pressa walked up to him and they had their exchange, the clip had cut, and there wasn't the full clip that was rolling around until I found the clip and I put it up on this page over here. he wasn't talking about Pressa. He was talking about like this thing over here. This, I don't know if it was the Shaq figure or it was the Betty Boop. One of the two.
But you know what that is, right?
Who?
What the step you up?
No.
Yeah. Pressa.
That's Pressa? Wait, give me my phone. That was Pressa? Yo, that was Pressa. Oh my God. Bro, I don't want to get involved in any beefs, bro. I'm good. That had nothing to do with me, right? Fuck, bro.
Man, you smashed Ruby Rose?
No, not at all, bro.
She let you smell the pussy?
Nah, she's a great friend of mine.
She didn't let you smell it or nothing?
Bro, I hate getting involved in shit like this. You see that girl was...
This guy's talking about Ruby Rose and shit. This nigga's like worrying about his life.
I hate getting involved in shit like this. Fuck, bro.
Man, you smashed Ruby Rose?
No, not at all, bro.
She let you smell the pussy?
Nah, she's a great friend of mine.
That's that you
She didn't let you smell it or nothing?
Bro, I hate getting involved in shit like this. You see that girl it wasn't a mannequin, she was moving.
Yeah, I saw it the whole time.
Was that her act?
I don't know.
Oh, it was the mannequin. Oh, he was like, wow, it was a mannequin, and she wasn't like a girl mannequin, and she wasn't moving. That's what he was so intrigued by.
Oh my God, Top 5's calling me now. Do I...
We got 18 minutes.
Yo, bro.
Hey, sir. I'm having a bet with my friends who can make the most money selling pictures.
Is every like?
You want to buy one for 50 cents?
What the fuck is going on?
25 cents.
Yo, I'm not involved in no beefs, bro. I'm friends with both y'all, bro. Wait, I can't say it on Twitch. All right.
Hey, I got a bet with my friend who can make the most money selling pictures.
All right, Top 5.
They're trying to kill the these guys don't know how to use words that are like monetizable words, bro. There's other words you could use for that and still like be distant in whatever you want to do.
Bet with my friend, see who can make the most money selling pictures. Can you buy a picture for 25 cents? The win, knock yourself down.
So this is the first interaction that they had. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me play a little bit.
25 cents.
Because he sounds nervous.
If
that wasn't me. He's never gonna be on my streams. I don't know who that is.
He ain't got no money.
Wow, that's what you said, fam.
That wasn't me. He's never gonna be on my streams. I don't know who that is.
He ain't got no money yet. 25 cents. I'm
yeah.
So he said that wasn't me. He's never gonna be on my stream. I don't know who that is. That's crazy. Yo, I'm not trying to encourage any violence or anything like that. But Pressa, you might have to have a conversation with this guy right here, bro. He's disrespectful, my guy. Okay. I know Top 5 is saying what he said, and this is what brings us back to the post over here that I was showing you guys before, with Pressa disputing the claims here, saying that that was a fake text message, right? But like, same way, bro. He's talking hella disrespectful, bro. I'm not feeling that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I could pull that back up again. This right here. Neon just told me, right? It's a fake text. So he's having communication with Neon behind the scene. And I feel like I don't like that kind of conversation that Neon's pushing because like he's trying to act like Pressa's not a guy, bro. If you actually do a little research, because it's easy for for a lot of Americans who are not into the Toronto hip hop scene to just be like, okay, what y'all got over there? I know Drake, and yo, there's that guy Top 5 who's always causing trouble and shit. You feel me? So that's cool. But if you actually did like not even a lot of research, all you got to do is put in Toronto rappers in Google. Pressa's picture's gonna pop up. I guarantee it. Let me make sure I'm not talking shit. Let me do this. Okay. Let's just do this quick fast. Just to prove a point. All right. Y'all can see my last search, Bad Bunny Super Bowl. Let's see. Press Toronto rappers. Okay. Y'all can see this on the screen right here. Good. Drake, Tory Lanez, Chaclair, Smiley, JD Era, Honey C, Pressa, Cardinal Official, and R.I.P. J. Weiss. All right, so it's not even like a deep search, like I had to go chat GPT who Pressa is. Like, no, just put in Toronto rappers. He's gonna be one of the first names that come up. All right, I could, you know what? Dare I go and say Canadian rappers? Does his name still pop up? When you press more, his name pops up then. Oh, they got some names on this. I've never actually even checked this out. Holy. Where's Friday Ricky Dread? Y'all dissing. There we go. Press over here. Canadian rappers. Okay. They're kind of disrespecting him. They should have had him before the show more. You know what I'm saying? But you get the point. I feel like he's kind of acting like this is like he should have to do a deep dive to know who Pressa is. Like as if he doesn't have attachments with Coil Ray, bro. The Attachments remix was a huge song playing on American radio. You got to stop the cap, bro. Yo, Neon, you need to chill, fam. And I'm going to give Pressa the benefit of the doubt that he knew that the stream was going to happen, that Neon, I'm saying, knew that the stream was going to happen. Okay. And, you know, he was fully aware, like, this is content, bro. I'm going to go into the studio. I'll get to meet up with a couple of the mandem and we could make some content. I don't look at it as this guy got stream sniped like the way that they're trying to make it look. All right. So I'm going to say salute to Pressa. All right. And salute to Neon. Okay. But yeah, stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. Where are we here? I got one more story that involves top 5, and then we're going to move on to other things in the world. Because top 5's been having this issue with Nav. I guess Nav's been in the city. Last time I checked on Instagram, okay, because, you know, me and Nav, we like this now. We cool. That's my friend. Right? All of that glazing. I can't even do the hand gestures that these niggas is doing over at that network over there. That's just, bruh. That's y'all niggas, bro. But yeah, Nav, he's been over here in Toronto. He already erased the story, but there was a post that he had over at the Blue Jays game. What's this? October 4th. My passport stamped. Okay. I think he was just in Paris not too long ago. Nav be moving around. He's probably in there making some beats. Nav's living his best life. Okay. But like I said, I seen a post that he had posted from the Blue Jays game. Is this days ago, Tokyo? This nigga's all over the So yeah, I say all that to say he's over here in Toronto right now. He's already out the city by now because the Blue Jays game 3 is actually happening right now in Seattle. Okay, of the ALC. So he was here for the Blue Jays game. So with him being here, he decided, yo, let me, I'm a party. I'm a, be over here in Toronto, do my damn thing, hit the club, see what's going on with my peoples, having a good old time. And then top 5 decided, you know what? Let me see what's going on over at the party. I want to party too. So let me go over on my Twitter. This is where I have the post here, because apparently top 5 got ejected or rejected from the club that Nav was partying at. All right, big suit to KRS-One. So this is the post from top 5, and I guess over here this is, and I'll put this on mute so I don't get a copyright. This is like all the police over here, and it says Nav called 40 cops on us tonight. We were just trying to party. Hashtag Mesquine with a bunch of laughing emojis. Okay. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to call cap. I was trying to call top 5 before. I'll call half cap. I believe that they were not allowed to come into the same club that Nav was in because top 5 has posted a bunch of different things about his manager. Okay, he's posted mad posts about Cash XO. He's called him all kind of bati boy and all type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So if he's not cool with Cash, then he ain't cool with Nav. Okay, and he's also dissed Nav. He's dissed Nav a few times. All right, let me. I have an actual post from the last time he dissed Cash. Didn't he dox Cash's phone number on his live stream? Okay, this is the post from 5 months ago. Cash XO has had enough. And this is the post that Top 5 has here. The first Arab to get a lipo at Cash XO. So he be tagging him when he's trying to diss him. Okay. And then he posted. This guy has himself as a screensaver. I'm just not booking this. Top 5 has himself or had himself as a screensaver of him on a jet. Talk about narcissism. But he put on he posted a screenshot of his screensaver saying, "If you post me again, watch, little fucker." You know a man's mad when he puts the ER on the end of fucker. You little fucker. I'm gonna kill you when I see you, little fucker. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand why Nav wouldn't let you in the club, bro. As far as calling the police now, I gotta call cap on that, bro. Them niggas is around street niggas. I don't care how rich they are, how much they're supposed to be civilians. Like, I don't think that they called the cops on top 5. Like, oh my God, the GGs are outside. Can we get some police? 40 police officers. Let me ask you guys in this poll over here, because that would be crazy, bro. Even if you guys really think that about Nav, damn, bro, you guys really think he's a soft ass nigga. Did Nav, let's ask this, call the police on top 5? Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying in the poll over here. Yeah, yo, I just put the shit up and the first thing I see is a yes. Damn, bro. Y'all really think Nav ain't shit, bro? That's crazy. I don't think he did, man. Seamus Pinfield says EXO needs to watch out. Wasa's in LA hiding. Well, aren't they linked up? You know what I'm saying? I know the Wasas and EXO are cool now, and that was part of the reason why this issue started in the first place. Part of the reason, it's not the whole reason, okay? I've said this multiple times over here on the platform that beef between EXO and OVO is what started the beef between the GGs and the Wasas. And that is true to a degree, but that's not the only reason why these guys are beefing. They're not beefing because these rich ass niggas can't get along. There's way more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? But do y'all really think that Nav called the police for this guy? That would be a crazy thing to do. Okay, right now I'm seeing 20 votes in the poll. 55% says yes, 45% says no. Damn, bro, y'all got Nav on some cop calling ass shit. That means this guy would be so scared, such a scary ass nigga that he's like, damn, bro, security, don't let these guys in the club. And as an extra added layer of security, let me make sure, let me not do the calling myself because they might see my name on the call ID and shit like that. But one of y'all call the cops, make sure these niggas ain't get arrested before they, let's try to get them arrested before they leave the perimeter. Like, what? I don't know about that, bro. Don't do that to the brown boy from Rexdale like that, man. Come on, man. I need to check again, bro. That's crazy. 55%. Damn, the yes is just going up. Damn. Cop calling ass Nav. Well, we'll do this. I'll leave the story there. I thought y'all had some faith in Nav, bro. Damn. I'll leave that there. You know, now that me and Nav have an open line of communication, all right, I spoke to the nigga. All right, I told you guys before when I did the podcast the other day, I spoke to him. He said, yo, I was joking, Unc. It's not that serious. I didn't even tell you the not that serious part. Big thanks to Shiesty's Bud for the donation. All right, thank you for the donation right there, brother. Yeah, he said, yo, it's not that serious, bro. So, you know, we have an open line of communication. I'll ask him in the DMs, all right? Don't get that twisted with a phone call or anything stupid like that. But I'll ask him in the DMs if he called the cops on Top 5. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm sorry. That would be the craziest DM. Yo, Nav, what up, man? Long time no talk. I know I talked to you last week about that other shit, but yo, quick question. Top 5 was saying that you called the cops on him. Is the business true? Nah. I doubt that, bro. And yeah, man, even you guys in the chat, man, y'all stop that, right? Shiesty's Bud, again, thank you for the donation. He said, Nav be scared. He might be scared. Again, two things can be true. He might be scared as fuck. Like, yo, bro, you got a bunch of crazy Somalis outside. They trying to get into the club. They probably got 100 blowers on them. He's like, yo, I'm scared. I'm scared for my safety, my life. And you can let the security handle it. I'm not going to call the cops. I'm scared. Just not going to call the cops. Be a scared ass nigga, just not calling the cops. All right. Maybe the GTV is right. I be goalpost moving and shit for niggas. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to be understanding, man. I'm trying to give niggas the benefit of the doubt. All right. Nav ain't called no cops on nobody, bro. Allow him, bro. All right. Big salute to Nav, man. All right. Nav 11 is crazy. Okay, let's move on. Big salute to Nav. What else do I have on my list? I want to give an R.I.P. to D'Angelo, but before that, I just want to do a quick housekeeping over here. I want to fix something because I feel like my camera could be a little bit better focused. I got an interview that's dropping tomorrow morning with Puck Daddy, aka Joe Andijar. I'm going to put out a disclaimer right now. This interview is going to be a little bit divisive. Some people might have some problems with it. 1 second. Ooh. Sorry, I was just looking at something in the background. I thought my interview was freezing on a nigga. I want to fix some things here as far as my camera. Y'all niggas need to tell me if my camera's not as crispy as it can be, okay? Let me know, man.
Man. I mean, and the fact is you gotta understand, we're a civilized nation. We have ways to do things here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same in Pakistan. It's not the same in India. They have different living standards. They're not used to it out here. So when they come here, it's like it's a brand new world.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they have access to the women and this and that. It's like a heaven for them.
Yes, but that's not, you know, and salute to all my people, my Pakistani people,
God
Indian
bless,
people, right? That hasn't always been an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been people been coming here forever. Totally. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll tell you what's amazing about this. I have Indian guys coming to me saying, I'm disgusted by the actions of these new immigrants coming from my country. I've had that said to me numerous times. And you'll see videos on TikTok about Indian guys that live here. They're saying, guys, you can't act like this. You cannot carry on like this. You come here, you appreciate this country. And I appreciate those guys that are, you know, pretty much putting their neck on the line for, you know, in their culture to say things like
he really leans into the boot
like that, because that's what needs to be done. You know, like it's not about being racist. It's just you come here, you appreciate it, and you act accordingly. That's just the way it is. You wouldn't catch me going.
That's a good old Canadian about. Oh man, big salute to the homie Joe Andajar. Brown Skin Dragon, holler at me and let me know in the chat. I'm good with the with my focus and stuff like that. I'm crisp. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be dropping that interview tomorrow morning. All right, 3 a.m. in the Eastern Standard Time. 6 p.m. we'll be back over here. But I wanted to give a quick RIP, and I don't want to make it a quick RIP, but I want to give a RIP to D'Angelo. All right, D'Angelo passed away yesterday. Okay, he was battling cancer. A legend to me. I'm not a big R&B head. It's a tiny bit blurry. Let me fix this. Un momento. It should be good now. Should be good now. Yeah, I'm not a big R&B head, but when it came to D'Angelo, I made the exception because for some reason, when it came to D'Angelo's music, it hit me in a different way. I don't even need to say pause, okay? RIP to that man. Just maybe like the hip hop influence that he had in the way that he delivered his music, just the rebellious way that he would even release his shit. It was just like when I used to listen to D'Angelo albums, I didn't feel like a soft ass R&B ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Still to the R&B heads, but like I was like, I'm listening to some like Curtis Mayfield, Marvin Gaye type shit. Like I'm just listening to, you know, some real gangster shit, but singing. You know what I'm saying? So he passed at 51 years old, and that's crazy to me because when I seen that, I started to put my own mortality into perspective. I said to myself, damn, I'm 50 years old. And a lot of our artists, that people who are, you know, who have been heroes in our generation have passed away, whether it's in their 40s or 50s. And I started seeing a post floating around. Actually, it was courtesy of Royce the 5'9". He had posted a bunch of different artists that passed away in their 50s. I'll put it up over here on the screen. It's just tragic, man. Holy shit, man. Okay, so it says here DMX was 50, Coolio was 59, MF Doom was 49, Craig Mack was 47, Nate Dogg was 41, right? Prodigy was 42. And all of these different people, none of these guys, like nobody who I've named in this list over here so far passed to any type of violent type of means. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't nobody on this whole list. This whole list is all due to health. It's all due to health issues, right? Prodigy was 42. Shock G from Digital Underground was 57. Black Rob was 51. Irv Gotti 54. R.I.P. Irv Gotti. That was just the other day. You know, DJ Mr. C was 57. Rico Wade from the Dungeon Family. Okay, he was. My bad. His headphones is keeping me hot as fuck. Yeah, Rico Wade was 52. True Goy, the Dove from De La Soul, 54 years old. Right? Fife Dog, 45. Biz Marquee, 47. And D'Angelo, last but not least, 51 years old. Y'all don't think that's a little bit crazy? That all of these legends have passed away? There's nobody on this list who was 60 years old. Give me a quick second. Let me change my hat. Right? Nobody on this list was 60 years old. So it's, you know, it's just something to put into perspective as far as, you know, our health, myself included. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to start taking care of our health, especially as we start getting older in age. Right? Carol said that American diet. I'm sure that doesn't help. But, you know, all of these individuals, they all got to live a lot of life too, right? There's a big difference when you're just 50 years old and you're regular. You know what I'm saying? You might have a little bit of an extra lifestyle than the average person, but you're not like touring all over the world having everything comped to you, copious amounts of drugs and alcohol given to you at any given time. And not everybody over here, a lot of these people on this list weren't into drugs and alcohol. Like Craig Mack, apparently he was like into like Christianity and stuff like that, right? D'Angelo, he's had his share over the years of his battles with alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. But he passed away from cancer. Biz Markie, nothing that I know on record of him having any substance abuse issues. Prodigy, he's talked about his share of substance abuse issues. But he died of sickle cell anemia, or an accident that happened from sickle cell anemia. Right? Jason LP says, keep sipping that water. Friday. Facts. I'm going to actually do that right now. All right. Ty Rock and Roller says, them Timmy's drinks ain't helping. You're right, bro. It's probably the slow, silent killer. Like I said, man, R.I.P. to D'Angelo, man. Like, between his 3 albums, because to be honest, for somebody who's such a legend, he didn't have a whole bunch of albums, but those 3 were enough. Okay, the Brown Sugar album, amazing. If I was going to put it in order, I would say Voodoo album number 1, Black Messiah album number 2, and then number 3, I would put the Brown Sugar album. Okay, even though the Brown Sugar album was one of the, his intro album, Lady was a classic. The song, the title track, Brown Sugar, classic. Bro, when that Voodoo album dropped, Devil's Pie, oh man. The song that they had there, I forget the name of the song that came in right after Devil's Pie, with Redman and Method Man on it. Holy. Like, that's some music. Some music. You feel me? Like, that's timeless music. You could play D'Angelo today. You could play any song off of that Voodoo album today, and it's not going to be like, yo, Unc, why you playing that old head ass shit? Like, nah, B. Left and right. Thank you, Juicy Hamburger. Left, right. Yo, bro, it make you feel like you can't sing like D'Angelo, but the way he sing with it make you feel like you could sing like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a different type of, that nigga was cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you looking at D'Angelo doing the concert and shit, that nigga smoking a cigarette, playing the guitar, it make you, even if you don't smoke freaking darts, you want to start smoking cigarettes. I'm not saying it's the right thing, but like, just to be playing the guitar and smoking a cigarette like that nigga, like, yo, this nigga still got breath control while he's smoking the cigarettes. Yo, that nigga cool, man. Trust me, man. That shit hurt me, bro, when I saw that, man. Right? And the Black Messiah album, that dropped 14 years after Voodoo. 14 years, bro. And that shit right there went exactly as my second favorite D'Angelo album. That shit, amazing. Cutting edge, the way that he decided to approach the music from just a whole different funk, jazz element, just distorted sounds, the way with the vocals and sound like that. Bro, R.I.P. D'Angelo, bro. A big, big loss in the scene over in our scene, in our music culture. Okay. He's there with his queen, Angie Stone. And we just lost Angie Stone not too long ago. So, R.I.P. to him. Condolences to his family, to their children. You know what I'm saying? A great man has been taken out of our music scene today, man. So salute to that. Salute to the family, and R.I.P. to D'Angelo. Sorry, I had to pay my respects to D'Angelo. Y'all don't really hear me talking about R&B artists or whatever. I'm usually, if I'm talking about paying respects to somebody, it's a rapper. But bruh, that shit hit me, man. Okay, let's get to something that's a little bit more upbeat. I'm going to play something here because there's this video that's rolling around online, and it's saying that some kid, this white youth, got pressed in Los Angeles for playing Drake. Let me know what y'all think about this video, because when I first saw the video, I was like, damn, that's a little bit excessive. But let me know if y'all believe this.
Did it dirty, yo, you like I'm trying to play screens. I wanna little yeah, you gotta turn that shit off, bro. Oh. Turn that shit off. Why would I turn that shit off? You don't fuck with Drake around here, my nigga. Like, on some real shit, turn that shit off, girl. Turn that shit off, my nigga. I know he's trolling. Turn that shit off. Why? We don't play that shit around here. You know where the fuck you at? Where's my at? Bro, you in Los Angeles, my nigga. We don't play that shit. I'm gonna play Drake, dog. Play that shit again, bro. I'm gonna play Drake. What's the real shit? Turn this shit off, bro. I can't tell he's trolling. Turn this shit off. I get.
Let me know, because I just put up a poll right now. Is this video real?
Don't be trolling. I'm God. You think I'm playing with you? Yo,
Okay, for YouTube, there's no fighting. No fighting. There's no fighting. He just pulled off his shirt.
What the fuck?
And he's still playing it.
Actually, you're a fucking pussy. Fucking loser. Oh God, you're a fucking.
So let's play this again. Because if it's fake, whatever. Ha 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 ha. Right? But if it's not, this, you know, if it's fake or if it's not fake, both things can still apply. Again, let's use it in a sentence again. For you in the back, Gutsy, two things can be true. If it's fake or if it's real, it still sets a bad look. It still sets a bad precedent. All right? Because not everybody might be able to catch the joke. I think it's fake. But somebody might look at this and think, hey, that's the move. That's how we on it over here. Because I really don't think that people are on it like that over in LA. Like that over there in LA. I don't think people are running up on guys who are playing Drake music. I don't think they're taking DJs and throwing them in trash cans if they're playing any Drake music. You know what I'm saying? But also there's a few things that give this away for me. Also, quick fast, let me ask you guys, side note, no side note, right? What's up with these stars and stuff like that that people are starting to use to cover their zits? Is that the new thing? Because I seen Shorty from Rotten Mango, Stephanie Sue. She was doing that from like old videos. She had like stars on her face. And I didn't realize that these stars that they put on their faces to cover zits. Yo, y'all Gen Zs are on some next shit, man.
You did it dirty, yo. You like I'm trying to play screens. I wanna little yeah, you gotta turn that shit off, bro. Oh. Turn that shit off.
Even the way he walked up, his acting is kind of trash.
Turn that shit off. You don't fuck with Drake around here, my nigga. Like, on some real shit. Turn that shit off, girl.
Listen, you know you're in LA one. And listen, I know there's some Bloods and Crips over here in Canada and Toronto, whatever. Y'all niggas ain't on it like this nigga, bro. This guy took the bandana and turned it into a baseball cap. Like he tied it to the point where it looks like it's like a brim on a baseball cap, bro. That's Crip dedication.
Turn that shit off, my nigga.
Oh, it's over it. See, he has it over his baseball cap. See that? Y'all ain't dedicated to the Crippin' like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit how many generations of Crippin' that y'all have over here in Toronto. I ain't never seen a nigga take the bandana in Toronto. In LA, I seen it a lot of times on YouTube or whatever. But like, these niggas are so dedicated to take the baseball cap, cover it, and tie the bandana perfectly so that it almost looked like I thought that he bought that from Liz or something. That's dedication, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I know he's trolling. Turn that shit off. Why? We don't play that shit.
So this guy, gangbanger, approaches this dude, mesquite white youth, and he's like, oh, gangbanger, I don't even know if he's trolling, man. I'm not even worried even the slightest bit.
You know what the fuck?
Cap.
Where's my at? Bro, you in Los Angeles, my nigga. We don't play that shit. I'm gonna play Drake, dog. Play that shit again.
And then he gets cute. Yo, I'm gonna play that shit anyway. Like as if he never heard of gangbangers in his life. He's been living in like the valley or wherever white people live in Los Angeles. He's never watched a news report. He's never seen on the timeline that gangbangers kill each other. He's never heard of a gang shooting before or a pack out. Never in his life, right? So his protocol is if a gangbanger tells him, yo, turn that shit off, he says, nah, bro, I'm a tough guy, man. I'm not doing that. That's, automatic instinct, right? That's why I call cap.
We don't play that shit. I'm gonna play Drake, dog. What?
We don't play that shit. Nah, bro, I'm gonna play Drake. I'm gonna be defiant to the gang member. Sure, bud.
Shit again, bro.
And then proceeds to turn it back on. Let me see if y'all niggas are stupid in the chat over here. It's 31% of y'all who believe this shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's not the real actions of somebody who just gets approached by a random gang member in the streets of Los Angeles and then just says, oh, he must be trolling. Ha, 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 ha. I'm going to continue to play my Drake shit. Ha, ha, ha.
I can't tell he's trolling. Turn this shit off. I can't tell he's trolling. On God. You think I'm playing with you?
I can't tell if he's trolling. This is why I don't even feel no way to play the video and all of the commotion that's happening here. Because YouTube, if YouTube don't demonetize the video, it's fake. How his shirt come off so quick, yo?
What the fuck is wrong with this guy, bro? What the fuck?
And he calls him a weirdo and a pussy, a gang member. You call a gang member a weirdo, which, that don't fly over in LA. You call somebody a weirdo, you might get shot. The guy who just stripped your shirt off, you call him a weirdo and a pussy. All right. I don't think we need to dissect this video anymore. I call cap. Okay. If you guys are in the chat believing this shit, I got a house I got a bridge I could sell you. All right. Just let me know, man. I got a bridge I can sell you right now, fam. Okay. Good. I'm just checking the temperature. 72% of y'all are saying no. There's still that 18% that's like, I don't know, Friday. It looked kind of real. That's cap, man. It's cap as hell. Anywho, but yeah, I'll say that again. I'll say again. You guys need to stop making these videos, though. It's not funny. Because videos like this is going to start setting a precedent where people are like, oh, that's what's up, right? Okay. So anytime I hear somebody play Drake on Sunset Strip or Hollywood Boulevard or wherever, the guy over at the Fat Burger or wherever the shit going on over there in LA, it's on site. That's a bad precedence. I don't know if I'm saying the word right, but it's a bad example to set, bro. Y'all need to cut it out, man. Cut the jokes. I don't care if it's a skit or if it's not a skit. That's not funny, bro. Trust me. But yeah, let's leave that there. Carol says that we need a DJ Khaled update. Do we need one? I know I seen him with Birdman the other day. All right. They was chilling. I'll give you a quick DJ Khaled update. Let me show you what Khaled is up to. Khaled. Let's go to Academics TV. Let's find Khaled. Shouldn't be too far down here. Holy. There we go.
Harder than Birdman. But listen, now you always say I go hard, no. Nobody. I promise you, nobody go harder than Birdman.
These guys having a little glaze fest. You say, we the best, man. We the best, nephew. All right? Because, Khaled, or Rick Ross, actually, he jumped off the ledge for Khaled and said, yo, I seen Khaled with tears in his eyes. Birdman, pay that nigga what you owe him, Birdman. Right? So, there was that little time where, Khaled was down bad before he started linking up with Rock Nation, and he went on he got a little Snapchat virality and all that type of stuff. He was down bad. He was just off of a deal with Birdman and them. Okay, he was part of the Cash Money Millionaires. And apparently, or allegedly, we'll say that allegedly, he got screwed over for a lot of money. So this is actually a big deal for these guys to be linking back up, because I guess this is the first time they've linked back up.
Everything good? How the family? Everything good?
How the family?
Getting big. You see that, right? Yo, they grow fast. This son, he a boss already. He been a boss, you know what I mean? That's about that. And I told Birdman, Birdman, we put my albums out, clearing my Lil Wayne records. He doing a bunch for me. One day, he told me, yo, Khaled, go buy a Phantom. Listen, not only
great advice.
I didn't have Phantom money. Of course I want a Phantom. You know what I did the next day? And bought a Phantom. Listen, once we bought that Phantom, once I bought the Phantom, nobody know harder than Birdman. Now listen.
All right, so just to give you guys an update.
Yeah, you always say I go hard though. Nobody.
Right, that's what Khaled's up to. Sucking up as usual. I don't think he's getting those Drake features though. What are you saying? 2 Piece No Biscuit? Said, wow, they play Not Like Us at the baseball game. For real? Dun, 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 dun. Damn, over at the Blue Jays game. They are in Seattle. Okay, that is the West Coast. Right? That's West Coast, right? Seattle's in the West Coast. So they're gonna play Not Like Us, man. I'm sorry. All right. They're gonna try whatever they can to play mind games with the Blue Jays. All right. But yeah, salute to Khaled. That was a quick side mission. It was a good side mission, though. Okay. We got topics. Where are we right now? Jesus Christ. I'm about halfway through my topics for real, for real. I gotta expose somebody right now, bro. I did this earlier, maybe last year. I gotta expose Erick Sermon, one half of EPMD. Erick and Parrish making dollars. And it hurts me to do this, man, because I love EPMD, bro, as a hip-hop head, as a 50-year-old hip-hop head. Okay? I was listening to I Shot the Sheriff. Don't get too close or else you might get shot. I'm probably doing the beat crazy. Or you got to chill. You got to chill. Right? But, bro, you got to up the money for my homie Bishop, bro. R.I.P. Bishop Brigante. Okay, R.I.P. the gambling man. You got to stop playing, fam. You've been running around the hip-hop streets. You've been holding out on the homie's money from time. And I've talked about this on this platform before. Erick Sermon has a song, Nate Dogg, Snoop Dogg, from time. This song was created over here in Toronto. It was a song that Nate Dogg and Bishop were going to have together and put Snoop Dogg on. My youth there, Erick Sermon, got his hands on it. And from there, Bishop never seen $1 from that song. He's passed away since then. He's had his share of grievances about that. He had a whole rant where he exposed this. And then since that time, he ended up passing away, unfortunately, from cancer complications. R.I.P. to that man and condolences to his family. And to this day, he hasn't seen a cent from that song. And Erick Sermon's running around these internet streets, talking about how this song came to be, blah, 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 blah. Nigga, pay up, bro. And the funny part about it is this nigga got me blocked, bro. He got me blocked on Instagram from the last time I exposed his bitch ass. And it hurts me to say this because, like, bro, That's a hip hop legend, bro. I don't like disrespecting legends, bro. Okay, I grew up on these niggas. I'm not trying to disrespect niggas that like I grew up listening to their music, but that doesn't give you that doesn't make you exempt when you go screwing over people that are my peoples, bro. Okay, I don't give a fuck how much of a hip hop legend you are. You screw over my peoples, I'm on your ass. So let me find something here. I'm gonna find something. And big salute to Lito. Okay, that's Bishop's son. He's the one who put me onto this whole thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a few pieces of content right here, and then we're going to get to the business. So let's go over to Twitter first, where I posted this. Because Lito woke up pissed. He wasn't trying to hear this shit no more. So let's go back to my personal page. Follow me on Twitter, man. So here we go. So, yo, at Def Squad, that's Erick Sermon's Instagram page. Or not Instagram, his Twitter. I said, yo, at Def Squad, why you got me blocked on IG? Pay Bishop Brigante's family what you been owed my brother from time, you crook. All right. Green-eyed bandit. Green-eyed bandit is true. So this is what Lito said. He woke up, he put this in the stories. He said, at Erick Sermon, the fact that you went on a podcast thinking, all right, let me read this. Let me get closer here. The fact that you went on a podcast thinking because he ain't here, you can switch up the story is crazy. You ain't that fake, you and that fake native owe me bread. Now, as far as who he's talking about when he says the fake native, he's actually talking about David Strickland. Okay. I'm trying to find this post here. Give me a second, gang. I don't know why this shit's not coming up. Un momento. I want to make sure I do this shit proper like. Damn. Give me a second, gang. I just want to make sure I pull up the link here because Lito sent me a video from YouTube, and now for some reason I'm not able to pull up the YouTube link here. But yeah, let's continue this. It said, took advantage of a dying man, giving him false promises. I have no time for apologies. Y'all never sent that wire. All you did was talk. I'm not hearing nothing unless it's about money. Anyone with a connect to Gord Strickland, hit me. Hi, right here. I got to connect to Gord Strickland. I actually interviewed Gord Strickland. Okay, let me pull that up on the screen, just so you guys know who I'm talking about. Gordo. And Gordo, he's been around forever. Okay, Gordo's worked with OVO from time. Okay, he's going to be one of those kind of people who claims that he taught 40 everything he knows, and I'm sure he taught 40 a lot, but he didn't teach 40 everything he knows. Okay, let's stop that. Dave Strickland. Actually, let's put this in Gordo. Just to give you guys some faces, some references. Okay, here's the original clip that I have from a year ago. Where's My Money? Bishop Brigante versus Erick Sermon and OVO Gordo. This is Gordo right here. Gordo.
Stances like Hip Hop Evolution and some of the other, Buster's album just came out. He talks about it too, giving respect to Jam Down Jamaica for bringing that. But also what we're saying is not now us being indigenous to Turtle Island doesn't mean, and we're not claiming that. We're saying that's a spirit that's always been here. That's the same as indigenous culture.
Yes.
You're indigenous. Yeah. There's, just because you're not indigenous to Turtle Island, Black people or African American people or people of descent in diaspora, wherever the Caribbean, all that is indigenous from Africa. It's the same difference. So we're all brothers. It's not me saying, no, we invented hip hop. No. That's a spirit that's been here. It's the same. If you look at what hip hop does, and being a culture in itself, and then you look at our indigenous cultures, and that's why we bring those together, because in a lot of situations I was noticing that a lot of our youth weren't embracing their cultures, but they were embracing hip hop. And that's when I had that moment like, yo, what are you guys doing? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You can just...
So this is the one of the crooks in question. All right. One of the crooks in the castle. Let's pull up the other interview. So now I have my interview ready to go, so I can pull this up for you guys to see. Erick Sermon recently did an interview on Bag Fuel. Funny title, I Don't Steal Beats. Big salute to Bag Fuel. Let's find it around here.
Together. So when you hear the song, you would think that they was actually Megan left, went to Warner.
Yeah.
Doug got locked up.
Yeah.
And then the wire that whole shit.
Gunner and everything. Yep.
It just collapsed up there. So then
Eric,
they ended
up
folding 300. So then I was like, Warner.
Yeah.
Because again, Tupac is still making tons and tons of money. But meanwhile, it was a discrepancy saying, okay, well, we don't want the money. I said, but the vocals I got them from the web. They said, yeah, you probably got them from the web though, but it don't sound like a mashup. Because again, it's me, I'm gonna make it seem real. So I would just piece vocals together and make it seem like they was together. So when you hear the song, you would think that they was like us.
Back and forth.
Exactly. Not really back and forth, but they both talking about the same subject.
I got you.
And in the chorus, they back and forth.
Okay.
So the Tupac shit was taking a long time. Meanwhile, I found out that it was some legal shit that was going on. But anyway, I ended up fixing it. And then I had to deal with the Prodigy estate too. Because the vocals I had, they had to make sure that it wasn't something that they had coming on their album October 10th.
Yes.
Then I had to deal with the Nate Dogg estate too, because these are all new vocals, People asking me questions, so how'd you get those? I'm like, yeah. Somebody knew somebody that was in Canada. When Nate Dogg was in Canada, he was smoking with this dude named Bishop. God bless his dead, he passed away, and he made records with them. Bishop knew my engineer, and he said, yo, and he hooked it up, and I got him. So that happened. And then Helter Skelter didn't make this one. It'll be on volume 2, but I had to talk to Sean Price, right, and talk to Drew Ha for Sean Price, so.
Rewind.
And I got him. So.
And you got him. How?
Somebody that was in Canada, when Nate Dogg was in Canada, he was smoking with this dude named Bishop. God bless his dead, he passed away, and he made records with them. Bishop knew my engineer, and he said, yo, and he hooked it up.
He said, yo, what, bro? There's a lot of in between that you're not saying.
And I got him. So that happened. And then.
And that happened. It's frustrating me, bro, to try to cover these guys, bro. Because sometimes our hip hop legends be some of the biggest crooks, bro. And Erick Sermon is rich as fuck. It's not even like Erick Sermon got to be out here screwing people over. He's been behind a lot of big songs, man. So
then I had to deal with the Nate Dogg estate. People asking me questions, so how'd you get those? I'm like, when Nate Dogg was in Canada, he was smoking with this dude named Bishop. God bless his dead, he passed away. Bishop knew my engineer, and he hooked it up, and I got
Dogg's estate saying.
So this is the original clip that I had posted like about a year ago.
However, whatever they
R.I.P. to my brother Bishop Brigante
said to get that fucking clearance from the estate. You're a fucking bum. Erick Sermon, you want to go out and drink champs and talk about how much money you make from a motherfucking scar, bro? You want to brag about your $400,000 every 4 months? You're a bum. Pay your debt, you bum. You're a fucking thief and a fucking bum. You're all a bunch of bums. Bro, we had the Snoop Dogg vocals too. That's another thing. But you were there, Tweez. I brought my files there to see if fucking Gord was gonna Dog's estate saying, however, whatever they said to get that fucking clearance from the estate. You're a fucking bum. Erick Sermon, you want to go on drink champs and talk about how much money you make from a motherfucking.
Let me make a quick call. Let me see if I could do this quick fast. All right, I'll do this for y'all, gang. R.I.P. Bishop, man. Tweezy. I'm live right now, all right? So don't say anything crazy.
Never.
All right, so listen, I'm reviewing this Bishop Brigante, Nate Dogg, Erick Sermon debacle, and I'm rewatching the clip of Bishop talking about the whole thing and how the transaction went down, and he mentioned your name, and I also have seen you in the comments on the post that I put up on Instagram saying that you were there.
Well, Bishop came to 30 Rocks, and he had that joint already, like years ago.
And okay, quick fast, just for the people in the audience, this is friggin' legendary producer Big Tweez. Okay, Big Tweezy's been out here producing for a lot of different people, including myself. All right, he's about to break it down. So tell me what happened.
No. So Bishop, Gordo came to my crib because they were gonna. I can't remember if they were working on Gordo's album at the time. They were gonna put that joint, but there was already the joint. It was Bishop, Snoop, and Nate Dogg. So what there happened thereafter, I'm not entirely sure, right? But I just know that he had that Nate Dogg joint with Snoop on it when he came to my studio.
So you already had the Snoop vocal.
Yes.
So where does Gordo fall into this?
Because I think they were going to use it for Gordo's album. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 1,000% sure because I think Gordo was working on the album at the time, and they were going to use the Bishop joint on Gordo's album. I think that's what happened. But I know for a fact that Bishop had that joint with Nate Dogg and the Snoop vocals on it when he came to my studio. That's what I know.
Damn. So now, so you don't know anything about as far as like the conversation that they had with the getting those vocals, the Snoop vocal and the Nate Dogg vocal from Bishop.
No, that's beyond me. That's after me. All I just know is that he had the joint with Nate and Snoop already when he came to my studio, and that was years ago because I haven't had the Snoop for how long now? You know what I mean?
Okay, and just the last question. Just give me a time frame. What years around that was that?
I want to say, oh my God, that's got to be like 6-7 years ago.
Damn. So like 2019, 2018.
Around them times, yeah.
Okay. Yo, listen, Tweez. I just want to make sure that I do my due diligence with this story right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, like, what I know. I just know that Bishop had that joint already. And then something happened there. After that, I'm not sure about what happened.
Okay, I'm gonna tap in with you soon then, brother. Thank you so much for this, man.
All right.
All right. Yo, do you have anything you want to plug?
Nah, man, you know me. I'm not on the music tip too hard these days. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, bro. I suggest anybody in the audience to go check out anything that Big Tweez has done in the past. Okay, you've been responsible for stuff like you're on beats for like Red Life, all different types of people, bro.
Word. Done know. Friday. Peace to all the people there. You know what I mean?
Done know, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, peace.
Bless. Big salute to Big Tweez, man. Listen, man, I'm just trying to put all the pieces together over here. Erick Sermon, you're probably not going to see this if I post this on Instagram, but I'm going to make sure. I might even put a Google ad on top of this bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying? On the strength of Bishop. Because we need to get this business handled, okay? All y'all got to do is send the wire over, all right? His family would appreciate that, especially with the passing of Bishop Brigante. All right. Lito's been out here. I'm sure they've been in contact with your people already. Same thing with you, Gordo. If you're hugging that money that was been distributed from that song, if there is any money to be distributed, send a check, bro. All right. I'm gonna leave that there, man. And once again, R.I.P. to my brother Bishop Brigante, the gambling man, yo. Real nigga, man. What else do I got here? Let me show y'all something just quickly. I don't know if I want to get into this whole Nicki Minaj lore. That's not really my territory. But she had posted today that she quit music. She's saying that this is all due to Rock Nation and stuff like that. I don't know. She blames Rock Nation for everything. Okay. Says, okay, I'm not going to put out an album anymore. No more music. Hope you're happy now at SC. I guess that's Sean Carter. All right. Bye, Barbs. Love you for life. Like I said, she's been out here blaming Sean Carter, aka Drake, for everything. She's been dealing with some issues. All right. I'll pull up another post here from Nicki Minaj. And like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Big up to the man like DJ Czar, aka Cheeseburger. In the building. In the building. Let's pull up this other Nicki tweet here. She said, anytime Cock Nation, crazy. Anytime Cock Nation is in the news for something, they want you to know a few things. I want you to know a few things will happen. Okay? Or they want you to know a few things will happen. Will Smith will appear. A famous person will be announced dead. R.I.P. to D'Angelo. Their allies will begin to post, say nasty things about the Queen. And then Lace Z will pop out looking dumb. So these are all the different predictions. Now, this one right here, their allies begin to post and say nasty things about the Queen. I have another post. I don't know why I enjoyed this shit, man. This is so real high-level fuckery. All right. But she's crashing out. She's like, I'm done. I'm over it. So this is another post courtesy of Document Tings. All right. Nicki Minaj is facing a potential court order sale of her multi-million-dollar Hidden Hills home after a former security guard filed a motion asking a Los Angeles judge to authorize the sale to satisfy an unpaid assault judgment. The filing on October 6, 2025, the attorney Paul A. Sasso of Pfizer and Sasso LLP, New York, filed a motion in Los Angeles Superior Court on the behalf of plaintiff Thomas Widmuller, I'm not going to pronounce that, seeking an order under California Code of Civil Procedure 704 to sell Minaj's residence in the upscale Hidden Hills community. The motion is scheduled for a hearing on November 20th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. before a Judge Cindy Blasey-Blah in the Department 27 of Spring Street Courthouse in downtown Los Angeles. Background of the case, the filing stems from a $503,318.02 judgment awarded by, I guess, Mueller. On March 22nd, 2024, the former security guard alleged that he was assaulted backstage at one of Minaj's concerts in Germany, claiming the incident was instigated by Minaj and carried out by her now husband, Kenneth Petty. The attack, according to the court records, left Mueller with a fractured jaw and required multiple reconstructive surgeries and forced him out of work for several months. Attempts to collect. After securing a judgment, Mueller filed an abstract of judgment with the Los Angeles County Recorder's Office in July 19th of 2014, creating liens against Minaj's property. The right of execution was issued on September 13th, 2024, and later renewed on April 11th, 2025. Despite the efforts, the motion states Minaj is not paid any portion of the judgment. The plaintiff's legal team reportedly served levies on 7 of Minaj's suspected creditors, none of which resulted in funds being recovered. Damn. So they hit up seven of her creditors. And they've been asking her for money for this judgment. What was it again? $503, $503,000, my bad, and 318 or 2 cents. Okay, so more than $500,000. The property court documents confirm that Minaj's purchase of the Hidden Hills mansion in late 2022 is approximately $19.5 million. The property was deeded to Onika Tanya Mirage Petty, a married woman, as her sole and separate property. Finance breakdown. The motion listed the following financial details. Fair market value approximately $20 million. Wow, that's crazy. Mortgage liens, $13 million. Jesus Christ. This guy's got some big ass bills to pay. Eh? Homestead exemption, $722,151. Estimated equity beyond liens exemptions around $6 million. And this is the paperwork right here. So this is what she's talking about as far as like news stories, right? Mysterious news stories that all of a sudden start popping up. She sees y'all. Okay. It's not a lien because she didn't pay for any of that judgment or anything like that. It's not a lien on her property because of any of that. It's because of Rock Nation that she caught the lien on her property. It's not because Kenneth Petty beat the shit out of Homeboy allegedly backstage in Germany. It's Rock Nation that caused her to beat up that man, or caused him to beat up that man. All right. Hold on. Young Money says that page document things doesn't fuck with Nicki. So what? This is like an anti-Nicki Minaj page? Because I'm not so deep into the lore. I'm not a Barb. Okay. I'm not anti-Barb, so Barbs don't come for me. All right. I fuck with Nicki Minaj. She's the GOAT. All right. She's the greatest female rapper of all time. I'm not even just talking shit just to back y'all off of me. I actually believe that. Okay. But I don't know, man. I just feel like she's been crashing out a little bit too much. So even if she's saying anything that has some validity to it, nobody's going to be able to believe her because it starts becoming like a Kanye type of thing where like, yeah, apparently, yeah, he has a lot of facts that he is saying, but he sounds so crazy and the crash outs are so outlandish for multiple days at a time that people will just start chalking it up to, oh, you on drugs. Uh-oh. Nicki's got the spoons again. Uh-oh, Nicki's rolling up dollar bills again. Like, that's all that happens. You know what I'm saying? So even if you are talking the truth, the way that you've been going about it for the last few months, going crazy on Cardi B, right? And even before going crazy on Cardi B, like the amount of memes that Nicki Minaj has created over the last few months, like her team's goated. Hold on, let me not put some raw Twitter on the screen because, jeez. You don't want no titties popping out on this live stream right now. Okay, so this is the post from 14 hours ago. So this is the album that she was talking about in particular. Next year on the 27th, 2026, on March 27th, 2026. So that's not happening no more, Cap. They came begging the Queen for a tour and album, and I said, nope, Lamau. After I wanted to patch it up. They needed help from the Queen and the Barbs. I called the Barbs on a secret Barb phone, and it was a resounding no. Just like the casino. SC. Okay, Sean Carter. Let me find out you gonna let Desiree take the fall alone. I don't blame you. That ugly ass hoe bitch gonna snitch anyway. You might as well beat her to it. Conspiracy. False imprisonment. Civil rights violation? Run! Yeah, he's a goat. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm gonna move on because if I just get into the wormhole of just reading Nicki Minaj tweets, I could just read these tweets all day. Okay, they're all just so animated and so cinematic that it's just they all read like how she sounds, right? Like this one right here. Hearing Desiree Perez talk about she's begging for 40 millimeters, and I was told no, was just. Right, that's the emoji, I guess, right over here, right? Right. Okay. Oh, broke nation. How'd you go fucking broke? Like, who in their right effing mind would sign to you? No successful tour, but vibes and bots? Like, to the point, like I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to lose the plot, bro. This is what I'm talking about, like just over tweeting, making yourself look crazy, where it's like you might be just dropping bare gems, but now we all just think it's just coke gems. You know what I'm saying? We can't do nothing with the coke gems, fam. So salute to you. Let me say camera a bit blurry. I need to fix that. Give me a second, gang. Un momento. I got a couple more stories here, and then we gonna move on. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Oh, okay. Better? Let me know. What are y'all saying in the chat over here? Comic Gang strong, man. What are y'all saying about this whole thing? Seamus Pinfield says, Sean Carter, Lucian, Diddy, indicted together, but the formers were removed. Man, I just know Nicki. She's dealing with a lot, man. See, yeah, it's worse. What the fuck are you saying, bro? This should be better. Yeah, this should be better. Okay, let's move on. What about what's going on with Rick Ross? I want to pull up something from the homie, a manager out here. He's been actually on the live stream last week. Okay, big up to Lucas T. Dot. He's on tour right now with whatchamacallit, Northside Benji. Okay, that show footage that you've seen from Northside Benji the other day, that T. Dot Lucas has been running around with Northside Benji on the tour right now, and he had said some things on Twitter. I think it kind of stemmed from the conversation that we were having last week. So let me pull them up on the screen. Okay, he was really getting the shit off when it comes to like Toronto rappers and just the money that could be made in this game over here, and he kind of went viral for it. Still, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so he said Toronto rap should be a multi-million business. Okay, we don't like artists. It's infrastructure, safety, and venues don't fold under and venues that don't fold under police pressure. Artists, labels, managers, DJs, agents, venue owners, security, promoters, merch, etc. That's a whole ecosystem we're missing out on. Right? He continues. Rappers from the city who got gold records and never even performed that song in their hometown is fucked up. I believe this shit can change. Fix up shows, streams jump, more DSP support, proper album promo, building long-term fans, fat label deals, distro bags, everyone eats. Last but not least, he said, 8 venues ain't take our show, but we sold out B2B shows or back-to-back shows last weekend in Toronto. Okay, 1,400 tickets with no issues. So you can't tell me that the shit ain't possible. Economics over ego. Let's get right. Shows a no-fly zone, tighter venues and security. This is viable business. So what are we doing? All right. So big up to T. Lucas. Is he talking facts here? Because this is stemming from, and I don't know if I can find some show footage on his page. Maybe he has it on his page too. Before I go to Northside Benji's page, because he's been showing some footage from behind the scenes of the shows and stuff like that. What's he saying in the stories here? All right, Northside Benji picking up a gold record. Holy shit, man. Okay, he's in Calgary on October 16th. This is footage from the show. That's 1,400 people in attendance right there. That's a good crowd.
How you feeling, gang?
I'm feeling great, gracious. You dig what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah.
Hold on, there's a full 20-minute. Let me pull that up again. Full backstage 20-minute vlog dropping this Friday at 5 p.m. So they're dropping a full vlog on the show experience. Okay, this is some more from, and this is him and Northside Benji over here with the gold plaque. Just footage from the show. All right, more Northside Benji footage. All right, so he's out here doing his thing. I feel like Lucas knows what he's talking about when it comes to this, but like, as far as what he's talking about when it comes to the tour, look, merch, Misery Loves Company merch. This is 16th. He's going to be in Calgary, eh? I wonder where they are right now. Should I call Lucas? All right, this is his post. Should I call Lucas right now? Gang, let me know in the comments. Should I call Lucas? One in the chat if I should call Lucas, see if he's around, man. Two in the chat if I should just leave it alone, man, because he stirred up a lot of shit with this post. I'm not going to lie. Let me see if I can find some what the people are saying about this. Let's take it to the comments. Who's this We Love Hip Hop Canada shit? My bad. My bad. All right, Sunny Visual says, define artist, because majority of these blogs aren't posting or supporting artists, as well as majority of these artists don't even take themselves or career seriously. Speaking facts. Big salute to Nia Singh, that's former mayoral candidate. He said the money flows. It's just racism. Also, a lot of people in Toronto rap in the Toronto rap scene have a hard time separating friends from business, which holds back progress. Oh, holy, that's facts on top of facts. Let's see. What does Las Vegas say here? DJ Las Vegas says we should create our own council with like-minded people and rebuild our infrastructure. If we get a good amount of people in the places we need them, to be, then we can slowly rebuild and take this shit over. But it takes a whole team, not just small divisions here and there and everywhere. Speaking facts. All right. What are y'all saying in the chat over here? Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna holler at him. Let me see. Let's call Lucas. Let's see what prompted Lucas's rant here. Lucas! T. Lucas! Where did I call him from last week? We cannot complete your call. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Lucas' new number. Oh, this is it. Is this it? Let's try this.
What's up, big dog?
Lucas T. Dot.
What's cooking, my man?
You know, I'm back again. 2 weeks in a row. I'm on live, bro. You stirred up the internet again, bro.
Talk to me.
So, what prompted this tweet here, man? You got your shit off, bro. I'm so happy you did, bro. But what prompted this, man? What do we owe this rant?
Well, after we successfully sold out back-to-back shows in Toronto with a Toronto artist, and after I was relentlessly told it cannot be done, all the naysayers, all the doubters, you know? I mean, for me, it was like, it can be done now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is possible. At the end of the day, like when I say that it's a $1 million, multi-million-dollar business, I mean, that's what it is, bro. You do the math real quick. If an artist is doing 2 shows in the city a year, now he's got bigger streams. Now he's getting bigger bags. Now there's fan engagement, and now distributors, labels, they're all putting up real money.
Fact.
So when you do the math on all that, I'm not capping, bro. It's multi-million dollars. It's buried 2 inches below the ground. Let's go dig it up. It's right there.
Is it really buried that deep, bro? I feel like it's like right there. Like we can see it.
I said 2 inches, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, man. We can dig that out with our hands, bro. It's right there. You don't even need a shovel. It's right there, bro.
So like the tour right now, you guys have sold out everywhere you went, pretty much.
We're 3 for 3, dog. Let's go.
Wow. So next is Calgary.
Yeah, Calgary tomorrow, and then we do the whole West Coast swing, man. Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Vancouver. The sales have been phenomenal, man. And again, bro, like for me, it's about so much more than just this, right? It's like I think there's a lot of artists in the city that can go out and accomplish the same thing, and you know, like it is possible that like not only can we do it and sell tickets, but it can be prosperous and it can be nonviolent. I mean, it can be done, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think with the right security team, with the right venue partnership, especially in Toronto, I feel like we're sleeping on it, bro. And like, I mean, I had to go through 8 venues. I mean, I'll call them out, bro. I mean, Rebel, Phoenix, Mod Club, Opera House, Parkdale, all shut it down.
Damn.
They all said no. So it's like, you know, shout out to Leeds Palace. They took it on, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like I had a long conversation with the GM after the 2 shows, and he was like, bro, that was one of the most people shows he's ever done. And, you know, based on the demographic, he was surprised. But at the end of the day, if we have an elevated and tightened up security detail, if there's police presence, and, you know, and we go in there on some no clown shit and we just turn up and have a good time, I mean, we can do this shit, bro. Like, as a city, we can really do this shit. And I know some people are like, nah, like, it can't be done. But, yo, we just did it.
So here's the thing, though. All these other venues that turned down this Northside Benji show, they kind of missed out on having Nav pop out in their venue, too, bro.
Exactly. Yo, Live Nation called me today. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. With all due respect.
That's an L for them, bro. Like, no, we don't think we could have this show here. If you see who our special guests are, you wouldn't be talking shit.
You know what I'm saying? But aside from like, obviously, like shout out to Nav for pulling up and like he shut it the fuck down, bro. It's dope. That was phenomenal, man. But aside from that, bro, like we sold the tickets. It was sold out both nights.
Without any knowledge of Nav even being around, bro.
No, man, there was none of that, bro. And like, it's not like we went crazy on promo either, man. Couple posts on Instagram and we're cooking, man. I mean, but you know, you have to give credit where credit is due, man. I mean, Northside Benji has, you know, he's put together an unbelievable amount of top tier records, and he, you know what I mean. And he's been at it for a while, man. And he's built up that fan base by just, you know, being a phenomenal artist and dropping phenomenal records, man. So I mean, all credit goes due to him at the end of the day. But all I'm trying to say is like, it's bigger than that. That's where the rant came from. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like there's a whole culture we're missing out on when it comes to like live show culture. You know, like, man, I move around, bro. Like I see what's happened in other cities, man. I went to New Orleans and there's artists you never heard of and they're selling out 1,200 tickets in their own city, getting 20 bags a show. Like there's real, and they're doing that 2-3 times a year. And it's like these motherfuckers are clearing 6 figures independently, no record deal, and like they're still cooking, you know. And it's like, man, a lot of these artists in the city, it's like, come on, man, there's real money on the table. Let's get it.
Yeah,
you know, that's all I'm trying to say, man.
Yeah, because even what you're saying here, venue owners, security promoters, merch, etc. Like even with the Northside Benji tour, I seen some like you guys have the merch racks and everything like that too, right? Can you give us a little bit of game on, like, let's say 2-3 different income streams that you guys can get off of, like, just moving around from city to city?
I mean, bro, it's an entire ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? It's not even just 1 or 2 things. I mean, when we have a good show culture that's prospering and there's live shows every weekend that are in this space, I mean, there's so much bread being left on the table for everybody because everybody does eat, down to the security guards, they're eating, the promoters are eating. You know, obviously the merch companies that are putting together the merch and the designers, and you know, we're moving the guys who work on the merch tables. We're all making money on that side. You know what I'm saying? Obviously the venue owners, they're moving liquor, they're getting, you know, a little door split, like they're making their money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the videographers are getting money. I mean, it's a long list of people. You know, I mean, down to like, we can really build it out. Like, motherfucker, we're going to a live show. I'm gonna go get my new fit. So now the local stores are eating because, you know, people are popping out. They want to look fresh at the show. They want to get some new drip. You know what I'm saying? Down to brands sponsoring the events and getting more exposure. I mean, it's a long list, bro. It's a big ecosystem, man.
Well, there is some pushback I'm seeing from the chat, right? And big salute to Royal. I'm not going to pronounce the rest of your name there, but salute to you, brother. It says, yeah, but those shows not bringing no revenue to the city, only danger, and that's the problem. What do you say to that?
I mean, what day? I didn't see any danger. We did 2 shows successfully. Not a single person was even ejected from the venue. I'm not saying that like hip hop, there's not some things that can obviously happen, but you know what? If you're not on some, on some bullshit and like the crew's tight, and it's like, because at the end of the day, like we're fucking up our own bag here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like the OGs talk to the youngins, like, hey man, like, shows are no fly zone. I mean, I'm not saying we're there yet, but like, let's, 1 show at a time, man. And like, if there is a police presence and the security detail is tight, I feel like it can be done. I mean, nothing's going to be perfect, bro. Like, shit, man, I was in the club business before, and, we'd have strings of 3-4 months where there was no incidents, and then we'd have 2 or 3 in a row. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's anywhere, right? You go to a fucking rock and roll show and some dudes might start banging out too. Like, it can happen anywhere, right?
This is true.
When you mix liquor and maybe not enough women or not enough weed smoking, I mean, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe I'm dreaming a little bit, bro, but I'd just like to see that because I do see that in a lot of other cities. And I feel like in Toronto, we're not lacking artists. I think we're just lacking the infrastructure, like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's going to take people more than just myself to like continue to build this out. And there are a lot of people out there who are down, and that little rant I went on, definitely, a lot of people hit me up in the DMs and I had some great conversations. And yeah, man, I mean, shit, bro, like the way I'm feeling today, it's like, I want to go sign a lease at a live music venue and I'll stand out on my damn self. Cause at the end of the day, like a lot of these venue owners, they are shook and the police are calling them saying, hey, you guys shut the show down and we're gonna give you a hard time. Like, this is a dangerous situation. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of pressure and they fold, right? But like, at the end of the day, like, I know that, I feel like I'd be capable of doing it. So it's like, fuck, man, somebody's got to step up and do it.
Well, you guys are proving the naysayers wrong when it comes to like doing these shows and having them problem free. One last question I will ask you when it comes to the shows and even making sure that they're problem free. Do you guys pay for like additional security, or like would you like did that fall on the artist or the promoter? Like, let's say to get like extra police presence and stuff like that at venues.
I think every artist that once they start getting to a certain level, they have to employ their own security detail, so they're moving in and out of the venue neatly. The venue also has to provide their own security guards and dedicated security guards for the artists. And and once you start getting into that higher level, like it's regular for either the promoter or the artist or together, y'all get some paid duties, right? Paid duties aren't cheap, so it's like. But hey, man, I mean, at the end of the day, this is about building something bigger than just one show. It's about, you know, taking that reputation of the hip hop don't work and trying to flip it, man. And if we gotta, you know, carve out some of our profits to make sure there's a bigger picture here, man, I'm here for it.
Quick, I don't know if you're allowed to give this information as far as if it's proprietary information for the police and stuff like that. But like, how much is it to get extra paid duties? Like you said, it's expensive.
It depends, right? I mean, usually you've got to get a sergeant along with 2 or 3 other guards with him or other police officers. But it's not just like you can't just pay one cop.
So you got to get at least 3.
You got to get a boss and then 2 or 3 with him. Like you're getting into like the 2 to 4K range.
Holy!
It all depends on the cap of the venue, right? And like sometimes, you know, the profit margins are only 4 or 5K. Like, but you know, it is what it is, man. I mean, I did that when I did Robin Banks's first and only show. My profit went into police because that was the only way we could execute the show. And I mean, we did it and it was peaceful and it was phenomenal and it was a great show. And we sold out Mod Club, but it carved into the profits, right? But I mean, hey, that's the price we got to pay when we're building to get to that next level, you know?
Listen, bro. Listen, I love having these conversations with you because you put me onto game as well as the audience. I don't know if the people in the audience were ever privy to some of this information. But once again, I'm going to thank you. I'll probably be calling you again at some point. Maybe not today, but
bro, hey, keep the conversation going, bro. Like, I think it's positive. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said, man, there's a lot of artists out here that, you know, maybe they're making a couple G's a month off music, but that's not enough, bro. You're not moving your mom out the hood. You're not moving yourself out the hood. Let's get into the show money. So your streams are jumping, your fans are jumping, and those distro bags are jumping. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Lucas T. Dot in the building. I appreciate the conversation here, bro. I'll tap in with you soon, man. And y'all be safe out there on the road, man.
Of course, brother. Love, broski. We'll talk soon.
Bless.
Peace.
Yo, man. I do this for y'all, man. I gotta make sure that we get the information proper. All right. Shiesty's Bud says, do an interview with dude. I will. Once he touches back to Toronto soil, I'm gonna get T. Lucas to pull up. I'm telling you, I have an interview with him. It's just not him directly. It was with one of his artists that he works with, JMG Kofi. I have it pulled up over here. Let's see. And then we'll move on. Let's see. JMG Kofi. That's my namesake right there. That's my homie. Okay, see it right there? JMG Kofi on rap, pro volleyball, Kendrick versus Drake, Europe tour, and more.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, chopped it up.
This is when my iOS is all, or my ISO was all fucked up on the camera.
Hey, we got a tour coming up in Europe. What's good? Y'all got an opener yet?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So can y'all take me through the process of getting on a tour in the first place? Not just me, right? Like for the artists who watch the network, a lot of people, they're just in their room making music. Some of them have crazy numbers, but they're not getting out in front of the people. And that's
sorry for the ISO. The ISO is super off on this one.
Whole different story. You know what I mean? That adds a whole different level to yourself as to your career as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like now you can be your full artist when you get sold out shows, you start being the headliner, you know, and now you have to practice. you know what I'm saying? Like, so what's the process of even getting in that in the first place?
I mean, there's a lot of different ways to crack it, right? If you don't got a hit yet, it's a little bit more difficult. But you know, I mean, we got to be creative, man. Like, guy like Kofi, who's like a super likable dude, easy to work with, and the music's good. And you know, I mean, for us, you know, even just to bring it back, when we travel, that's when the doors get open. Yeah. Like that actually, the first tour was teed up through that trip to Lagos. That was how, because we connected, you know, with CK's management. You know what I'm saying? Like chopped it up. Hey, we got a tour coming up in Europe. What's good? Y'all got an opener yet?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just a genuine thing, right?
Yeah.
Listen, he's a connector of people, of people to people. You know what I'm saying? And I would suggest, you know, you might not be able to get Lucas as your manager, but get yourself a manager. Get yourself a manager that's not just one of the man them in the crew who's trying to look out for your best interest, maybe. but like somebody who has some kind of track record, a reputation in the game, a good reputation, and somebody that's going to have your best interest in mind when it comes to the business. All right, not just, oh, I'm gonna catch a bullet for you, or I'm gonna go freaking slide on somebody for you. Like, Carol said, preferably a Jew. I think we're allowed to say that on camera, but yeah, that might not be a bad idea. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, get yourself a good manager, do your research, and get yourself somebody that's like T. Lucas or Lucas T. Okay, or even holler at him. He might give you some free game in the DMs. But salute to Lucas. All right, great message. Keep giving messages like that. That's what we need over here, man. Couple more things I want to show y'all before we get out of here. All right, because there was a story that I saw that was just drove me crazy. It actually surprised the hell out of me. Lottery simp. Okay, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a lottery simp. You probably haven't heard of a lottery simp because I'm making it up right here on the spot. Okay, so let's see, what can we define a lottery simp as? Somebody who is so stupid and so green that he distrusted some woman that I don't even care how long he's been with the woman, bro. You trusted her with all of your money, and she ran off. So let me explain. There's a story that's been floating around, courtesy of Straight Out the Six. Big salute to Straight Out the Six. Straight Out the Six. Okay. This happened in Winnipeg. A Winnipeg man says his dream lottery win turned into a nightmare after his girlfriend, let's call her ex-girlfriend, allegedly ran off with this $5 million prize. Okay, so this loser here, and watch this girl. Canadian man won $5 million lottery but had no bank account, so his girlfriend took it and ran off with another man. Womp womp womp. Okay, so here's the check in her name here, Crystal M. And it says here in the caption, Lawrence Campbell claims he bought a winning ticket but couldn't collect the jackpot himself after losing his wallet and ID. Instead, he says his longtime girlfriend, Crystal McKay, whom he trusted to claim the prize on his behalf, cashed it in, then disappeared. Hold on. Okay. She disappeared. What an idiot. Campbell said that he and McKay had been in a loyal, committed, and promising relationship for about a year and a half. Nigga, you said longtime girlfriend, bro. Cap. For about a year and a half, and were living together when they won. But less than 2 weeks after she received the money, she allegedly vanished. Holy. I don't know if I should feel sorry for this guy. You know what? Let's start a poll here before I finish this my reading. Listen, gang, my reading's been getting better. Can't diss me no more. All right. When I watch the playbacks, I'm gonna be proud of myself. All right. I just made the screen bigger. That's all it was. It's not that I couldn't read. I just had to make the screen bigger. I'm getting old. Let me ask, should we feel, hold on. Spelling all fucked up. I said I can't read, but I can't spell today. Should we feel sorry for the simp? All right. Should we feel sorry for him? I can't put simp there. Let's continue the non-botched reading by Friday Ricky Dread. Okay. So he went looking for her and eventually found her in bed with another guy. Oh, shit, dude. Dude. This guy's having a bad week, bro. Okay, so he went looking for her and eventually found her in bed with another guy. Campbell's lawyer told outlets she ghosted him, blocked him on all social media, and even took out a protection order. Oh, Damn, nigga. Say it ain't so. Campbell is now suing McKay in court to recover the money. McKay has denied the allegations and intends to file a response. Holy. Watch her. Watch her. Let me put my Cash App up here, bro. Listen, man, if everybody's out here getting money, let me get some Cash Apps, man. Don't be shy, man. Okay? Super chats. Salute to the homie who sent the super chat earlier. Okay? Super chats are appreciated. Cash Apps, whatever. If everybody's out here stealing money, getting cash, you know what I'm saying, putting shit in their name, don't worry, baby. I got you. You can put it in my name. Let me get a Cash App, man. Shit. The fuck? Scamming season, bro. It's getting close to the winter time. She needs some Christmas gifts. Crystal M. Nigga, you never had a chance. What a loser. Oh, man. Hold on. I need to find a news story on this. I didn't intend to spend a long time on this, but this guy has such high levels of loserdom that I need to examine this a little bit further. Oh my God. Bro, you are walking L, my nigga. Oh, this is like from 4 months ago. Nigga, I really hope you got your money from by now. Hold on, let me find this shit. Give me a second, gang. Let me pull this up. 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Watch this.
A former couple's
Loser!
quarrel over a jackpot-winning lottery ticket returned to a Manitoba courtroom today. CTV's Daniel Hammerson's story now. He was there for the proceedings.
Lawrence Campbell thought his life was about to change for the better with dreams of financial freedom alongside the love of his life.
Well, I was just happy, and excited, like life-changing type of deal. I thought we're just gonna live off with the happy life, me and her. Yeah, happy ever after.
But 16 months later, he's embroiled in a legal battle with his ex-girlfriend Crystal McKay over a $5 million lotto ticket. He's suing her after he says she collected the winnings and then dumped him.
I thought I was in a good relationship with her and a healthy one, yeah. And I didn't think it was going to go this bad for me at the end.
According to a claim filed in Manitoba's Court of King's Bench last month, Campbell alleges he bought the winning ticket in January 2024. However, the lawsuit says Campbell was told by a Western Canada Lottery Corporation agent he couldn't cash in because he didn't have ID or a bank account. The suit alleges he was told to let McKay sign the ticket instead and publicly claim the $5 million. But less than 2 weeks later, Campbell alleges he found her in bed with another man and she, quote, ghosted him by cutting off contact.
We're going to try and encourage the settlement talks, and we're going to be open to negotiating, but it's going to have to be for an amount above $5 million.
Lawyer Chad Panting is representing Campbell. McKay's lawyer declined an...
Yo, Shiesty's Bud, thank you for the donation, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro. Got to get some bread somehow, man. Crystal's out here freaking scamming, bro. Thank you, man. Jesus Christ. Get me some. Let me get some of that, bro. Crystal, let me hold something, fam. You got $5 million off of this simp? Let me hold something.
Interview saying McKay disputes the allegations and will be filing a defense. In the meantime, a Manitoba judge has issued an injunction which means McKay cannot sell or transfer anything of value until another order is made.
Oh, so the money's frozen? Oh, because you know that if that was me, I would have took the money, took it out of my name and go put it into another trusted family. Somebody has to be in on the scam with me. But that's the thing too. Now, if I take the $5 million, if I'm Crystal, right, I'm scamming. All right, I'm screwing this nigga out of his money. All right, what's his name again? Let me find his name again. Lawrence Campbell. I'm screwing Larry. I'm screwing Larry out of his money. How we gonna do this? Okay, he gonna put the money in my name and transfer it to me. But if I keep it in my account, they're going to try to come for the money. So I got to make it like hot potato. It goes to my account, boom, straight over to yours, Mom Dukes. You feel me? It's got to be some kind of a plan. offshore that shit right away. Like, what money? What are you talking about? What 5 million? He's crazy. He's a stalker. That's how you got to play it. All right? You don't use the game now. I'm telling you on a live stream, so it can't work later on. But I'm just giving you some legal game. Shiesty's, thank you. Shiesty's bud with the game. Crypto wallet, them blood clot. Right away. Bitcoin all that shit up. All 5 million. Or at least 4 million. Bitcoin that bitch up. What money? What money? What are you talking about? I didn't take shit from you. Yo, Carol, what's up with you and the Jews? Carol said that's why you need a Jew lawyer or a Jew manager. Yeah. 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 You know, what money? I don't know what you're talking about. He's crazy.
It's Crystal from purchasing or selling any assets over $3,500. She can't secure it.
Oh, the loophole under 35. Oh, bro. Gift cards, bro. Go buy a bunch of fam. Get yourself 1,000 MasterCards with $100 or $150 MasterCard or Visa card. Get you about 1,000, 2,000 of those right now, fam. I'm giving away too much game, bro. I have a bad scammer brain, bro. I need God.
Can't securitize or collateralize any property which she currently owns.
McKay is also required to provide a list of all assets valued at more than $3,500.
Trying to think of how many gift cards I can get for about $3,450.
All right, CTV's Daniel Hammerson back now to give us an update on this case. So what is next in these proceedings?
Well, Marilee, let's keep in mind the allegations in the statement of claim have not been tested in court, and McKay's statement of defense is expected to be filed in the coming weeks. Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries, as well as the Western Canada Lottery Corporation, also named as defendants in this case, took no position on the injunction order. Lawyers for both of those parties didn't respond to a request for comment.
All right, you mentioned both of the lottery corporations. Why are both of them named in this?
Well, it claims the claim says that they gave Campbell bad advice and didn't warn him of the inherent risks of allowing McKay to sign that lottery ticket in the first place. So we should see this broil yet again in the coming weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Stay on it for us. We'll look forward.
Broski, I got to tell you this in closing, bro. Okay, with your dumb green ass. Hold the L, bro. Maybe if she's feeling nice, she'll break you off like a 50 grand, bro. Yeah, how do y'all feel about this, man? Am I the only one that just has like no sympathy for this guy? Like, how you put the shit in Shorty's name, bro? After a year and a half of being, nigga. Oh my God. Let me see what y'all are saying here. Game over for real. I asked, should we feel sorry for him? 62% of y'all are saying no, and only 38% of y'all, y'all got that beating heart, oh, poor Larry. She did you dirty, Larry. You can go cry on their shoulders. Anyhow, salute to you, Larry. All right. I'm sorry, bro. I got one more story, okay? We just went past the 3-hour mark over here, talk about Larry and his dumbass. Somebody put me on in the comments. They said, "Yo, Friday, are you going to talk about the gun detection software that they're starting to install in Vaughan?" I said, "What?" He said the gun detection software. Like, he put it in all caps in the comments. Like, yo, they're going to have these crime cameras and the gun detection. You going to talk about that Friday? I said, I got you. So apparently Vaughan, because the city of Vaughan, which is basically part of the whole GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, has been going through a lot of home invasions, random shootings outside of people's houses, inside of people's houses. I don't know if it was Vaughan or Richmond Hill that I did the report on, where they had the bulletproof house that they tried to shoot up. I think it was Richmond Hill, but I might be mistaken. Either way, all of these outskirts towns, these places where you know the neighborhood is a little bit more affluent, that's where the shit is going down. Okay, that's where a crime boss might own a home, or somebody who's involved in the tow truck wars might say, I made so much money, I'm gonna get me a house in Vaughan, get away from you niggas over here in Jane and Finch or in Scarborough or wherever, and live a better life. No, it ain't happening. Okay, and then what's ending up happening, or what ends up happening, is when they go to these specific houses to go shoot the shit out of whatever gang leaders or whoever they're looking for, they put the rest of the neighborhood in danger. Okay, I know a lot of the time they're shooting at the house, bang, 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 and shooting at that one house, but bullets ricochet. They might be trying to hit. They hit up the homeboy in the Laval Starbucks. We covered that a couple of weeks ago. Laval is a suburban type of place in the outskirts of Montreal. Okay, so everywhere that we're talking about, we're not talking about inner city niggas shooting right in the middle of downtown. That happens too, but we're talking about big boys, okay? The big wigs, the boss. When they want to come for the boss, they got to go to the big houses. So they started they're thinking about putting in CCTV cameras to catch these criminals in these areas. They're thinking of putting in these gun recognition things, so if like a shot goes off in Vaughan or in Scarborough or wherever, this is for Vaughan specifically, but like if a shot goes off, they'll be able to triangulate where the shot came from. Like it's some real high tech, deep police shit. Okay, so let's see what they're saying.
Yeah, Phil, the mayor of Vaughan, Stephen Del Duca, said today that he hopes that if a motion is passed at City Council, York Regional Police will have 10 new CCTV cameras that they can strategically place in areas identified as hotspots throughout Vaughan. This will be intelligence-led, they'll be data-driven, and at these locations, people can expect to see, if this motion goes through council, 10 new CCTV cameras that do two things. Number one, they act as a deterrent for those would-be criminals, and if there are criminals that decide to ignore the CCTV cameras, well, then it gives the police evidence that they can work with when they try to identify those who are responsible for committing such acts in our communities. Now, earlier on, we did hear from the mayor, and we heard from York Region's deputy police chief as well, and here's more from the two of them. Let's listen.
What residents have said repeatedly to me and members of council and the deputy mayor is that they are exasperated and they are tired. I've lived here in this city for close to 40 years. It has always been a safe
This lady looks like a wax figure. I'm sorry, it has nothing to do with the story, but she looks like a wax figure.
community. That is a cornerstone of our reputation as a community. And people want to see leaders at all levels working with police to step up and to do something significant and tough to push back against rising criminality. And that's why we are showing leadership here in the city of Vaughan. At the end of the day, I think people in Vaughan understand there's no issue with cameras that are following the rules. If you're not breaking the law, you have nothing to fear.
There you go, right there. Hold on. It's not done, but hey, if you're not breaking the law, then don't worry about the cameras, right? I wonder how much it's going to cost to put these cameras out there.
They pinpoint the actual gunshot within our community. That alerts us in terms of our real-time crime center, and then we respond. So instead of waiting for a 911...
Hold on. Let me go back here.
If you're not breaking the law, you have nothing to fear.
They pinpoint the actual gunshot within our community. That alerts us in terms of our real-time crime center, and then we respond. So instead of waiting for a 911 call that we know typically we have to wait for, the gunshot detection system allows us to respond that much quicker, and we get it immediately versus a third party calling us in.
So two other technologies that the people in Vaughan may see. One, the deputy was talking about there, and that's gunshot recognition. If a shot is fired, the technology will allow for the police to be notified right away, and they can go to where it is the shot is believed to have taken place at. And lastly, the cameras will be able to read license plates and identify stolen vehicles, and again, notify the police immediately if in fact the stolen vehicle is picked up on one of the cameras. Send it back to you guys.
Watch Beatrice. Let me see here. Will Vaughan plan to install these cameras? He's going to talk about it a little bit more in depth. See, this is what I'm talking about. Residents say soft punishment to blame after home invasion leads to fiery crash in Vaughan. This is why they need these.
So this all started at 4:15 this morning. Police were called to the area of Pine Valley Drive and Tustin Road for reports of...
Yo, what's going on with over there at CP24? Let me ask y'all, just sidetrack, no sidetrack. You guys don't notice a pattern going on there? There's a lot of tits and lips going on over there at CP24. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of tits and lips. That's all I'm saying.
A home invasion, but before they arrived onto the scene, a number of suspects fled that scene. At least 3 suspects fled the area in a vehicle that they arrived in, which is a Hyundai pickup truck. And they say one other suspect drove away in a vehicle that was actually stolen from the residence. Then this happened. A short time later, that Hyundai pickup truck was involved in a serious single vehicle crash near Tustin Road and City View Boulevard. And the driver, who is only identified as being a male youth, suffered serious non-life-threatening injuries. He was taken to hospital for treatment. He actually suffered a serious leg injury, but he is...
Well, you see this shit? Hold on, we got sidetracked with the tits and lips.
Boulevard, and the driver, who is only... Then this happened. A short time later, that Hyundai...
So these guys did the home invasion, try to get away, and then smash into a freaking wall. Idiot thing.
Pickup truck was involved in a serious single vehicle crash near Tustin Road and City View Boulevard. And the driver, who is only identified as being a male youth, suffered serious non-life-threatening injuries. He was taken to hospital for treatment. He actually suffered a serious leg injury, but he is facing charges in connection with the incident. Here's more from a duty inspector from York Regional Police and a neighbor.
Hold that L, bro.
Obviously, the residents are shaken up. Being woken up in the middle of the night, being victims of a home invasion. They're obviously very shaken. And I also forgot to mention that the youth that was involved in the collision will be facing charges for this home invasion.
We're trying to take precautions and doing, what was reported and what people have been saying, but it seems like it doesn't matter. They still have their way around everything.
I think any measures being taken would be helpful at this point. But the main root cause of this problem is the soft punishments of allowing these repeat offenders to do what they're doing.
Catch and release.
And police say the 2 other people that were in the truck with the injured person that is now facing charges, they fled on foot. They called the K-9 unit in, but they were not able to find the outstanding suspects. And police were also not able to give a description of the make and model of the vehicle that was stolen from the home. They say the investigation is still in its early stages. That's why they have limited information. But thankfully, police say that none of the people that were involved in the home invasion, like the victims of this case, were injured. Back to
this time. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, these guys want these cameras installed because shit is getting crazy out there, bro. All right. Vaughan will plan to install cameras. All right, they're arguing about speed trap cameras and stuff like that, and my boy there, Ford, he ain't happy with the speed cameras, but there's a bigger problem going on here. All right, let me just play this and then we can end this segment here.
Well, for those reasons we just talked about. Number one, direction. So they will record the activities that are going on. Hopefully they act as a deterrent. In fact, you and I are deterred by the cameras and we don't commit the crime. If you don't care about the repercussions of committing that crime, so if your reward for the offense that you're committing outweighs the risk of being caught,
those cameras aren't going to work. But they are a step in the right direction. So they will record the activities that are going on. Hopefully they act as a deterrent. And if they don't, well, then the police have resources to go to look for the evidence.
Yeah, I mean, this is in response to the, basically rash of shootings that have happened outside, homes in Vaughan. I mean, we've pretty much come on air on a weekly basis for the last several weeks and talked at least once or twice about sort of incidents like this. So
hear what I said? Like I was just saying before, a weekly basis, we're talking about Vaughan, not Jane and Finch. Jane and Finch too, or freaking North York, or whatever they like to call it in the news reports and stuff like that. But all of the different areas in the West End and in the East End too, because there's a lot of shootings that are happening in the East End. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Vaughan, big ass, nice ass houses.
How will it help police more specifically then?
Well, for those reasons we just talked about. Number one, hopefully a deterrent will bring crime down on its own. And if there are crimes committed, well, then you've got evidence to look at. Other two technologies that are going to go with these 10 cameras, if the resolution is passed, one of them is to identify stolen vehicles. So the cameras will pick up
So there'll be 10 of those cameras.
Stolen vehicles, notify the police right away, and they get on top of that. And even more important, I think, is the gunshot recognition. There'll be technology to recognize when
this is what I want to get into.
Gunshot is fired. The police are notified right away, and they can go directly to the area where the shots believed to have been fired.
Yeah, you don't need to wait for a 911 call because you already sort of can identify and sort of target a location. You mentioned a keyword, deterrent. And deterrence is a big factor for, I think, people like you and I. Like, I don't want to...
My curious brain wants to see something. Let me see if I could... How gun detection... Let's see, detection works. Let's see if we could find a little educational video. Is this something here? This might be something.
A gun is fired somewhere in your city. So what happens now? In the past, there was
This is probably going to get me demonetized. YouTube does not like guns.
a slim chance the shooting would be reported to police at all. Even when it was, it took precious time, and there was often confusion regarding the location of the shooting and other pertinent information. At least, that's how things were.
Shot spotter. Somebody said in the comments here, shot spotters from Chicago. Big salute to Two Piece No Biscuit. I wonder if they're going to be using the same company, or if they got their own companies over here in Canada that can handle that. All right, but hey, why not take after Chicago and get the same technology, right?
Spotter has changed all that. By utilizing advanced technology honed over 2 decades, we have automated the process. We monitor gunfire activity 24/7.
This guy.
So if a gun is fired in any area within ShotSpotter coverage,
Holy, you see this? They got the freaking waves. They can see, oh man, this is like exact wavelengths. This is like, this is like pow. It's like pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see, like as somebody who deals with waves, dealing with audio all the time, I can literally see what kind of shots those are.
detects, locates,
Can I see it? Like
fired
in
in.
real time?
We monitor gunfire
This shit, sorry, I'm a nerd. This shit is cool to me.
activity 24/7. So if a gun is fired in any area within ShotSpotter coverage, the system detects, locates, and immediately alerts police of the gunshot. So how does it work? It starts with acoustic sensors that are placed on buildings or street lamps throughout a neighborhood. If a gun is fired anywhere in the area, multiple sensors detect and timestamp the sound. The precise location of the gunshot is determined based on the amount of
Timestamp that shit too. Ooh, y'all niggas is in trouble.
time it takes for the sound of the gunshot to travel to each individual sensor, effectively triangulating the sound. The exact location of the detected gunshot is
hold on.
indicated by a dot on a map.
We'll rewind this in a second. My bad. I keep on pausing the video. Homie, what do you mean? It's a pure waste of money. That will not work. If this is all we can come up with, we doomed. I don't know. Maybe I'm an optimist. I think it's a pretty good idea. Like, dog, These niggas is just shooting indiscriminately right now, and they have no technology to track any of the shots. They're waiting on the phone call from the neighborhood, like, yo, help. And half of the time ain't nobody calling, B. I hear shots, bro. I ain't calling nobody. Imagine me. Listen, I've heard shots 10 o'clock in the evening, 1 o'clock in the morning, or whatever. And I'm not in an apartment somewhere and like in the hood. Like, I'm in a house. I'm chilling. But around is all Toronto's a kind of a weird place. You could be in a crib, and outside, once you get into the main road, you're on the streets. It's you're out in the hood. You're in a neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Shots get fired, bro. Imagine me. Officer, I heard some shots fired around 10:30 p.m. It ain't gonna be me. You crazy. Okay, don't clip that Reddit and try to make it like that's something that I would do, because I ain't doing that, bro. So imagine how many people who are actually in the area where the shot is happening that ain't calling either. They're like, God damn, bro, if I'm the one, if they pinpoint it to me that I was the one who made the call, and they bring it up in court that the call came from apartment friggin' 1505, they're gonna come for me, bro. Shiesty's Bud said they're still shooting in Chirac with this tech. That is a fact still. But I was going to say to catch more people with it. They really ain't catching no more people. But that might be a problem on the government over there in Chicago, right? They might be like, yeah, we heard where the shot came from. We know it was from Ray Ray. We just ain't going to pick him up. But let me continue the video. Let me shut up.
Exact location of the detected gunshot is indicated by a dot on a map. Once an alert is generated, it is immediately sent to our IRC, or Incident Review Center, where trained acoustic experts then analyze each incident in mere seconds, determining if the sound is gunfire. ShotSpotter acoustic analysts receive extensive training on reviewing and classifying gunfire by distinguishing...
I could tell. I could join this team. I won't. I can't. But I can tell the difference between gunfire and a firecracker.
Gunshots from other impulsive sounds that are not gunshots. In addition, they are trained to append additional contextual information, such as multiple shooter alerts or full automatic weapons alerts, that can prove to be essential tactical intelligence for law enforcement agencies responding to these crimes.
That's sick. Am I the only one, though? Let me know. One in the comments, if you can tell the difference between a gunshot and a firecracker. 2 in the comments if you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's like 1st of July for us over here in Canada. Like I can't tell, bro. Like it's all firecrackers to me. Right? So 1 in the chat if you could tell the difference. 2 in the chat if it's like, nah, man, it's all firecrackers, bro. I don't know. Jewel put 2. Brown Skin Dragons with 1, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not fortunate when you can tell the difference. Because, like, I feel like, and I guess I'm dealing with my own, like Brown Skin Dragon just said, PTSD. You can tell, like, the echoing sound that comes off of a gunshot in comparison to a firecracker. I feel like the firecracker don't get that extra echo. It doesn't break the sound barrier as much to give you that oomph. You'll hear the pop in a firecracker. You could have some loud ass firecrackers that are very close. Don't get it twisted. Okay? But it don't got that oomph, that echo, that pow. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, shorty, you hear that? Wait, hear. Was that a firecracker? No. Hear that echo, that. Or it get obvious when it's like, all right, it's obvious. Somebody's letting off the tech. You know what I'm saying? Or letting off some kind of semi-automatic something. Okay? But I'm talking about like when people are letting off the handguns, okay? Because like contrary to a lot of people's belief, not everybody's running around with some kind of little mini Uzis and freaking AK-47s and all that. Like, there be niggas that have that. But there was that video over the Queen Street shooting. Everybody had like bare handguns. You know what I'm saying? Bare 9mm and Glock 19s and Glock 45s and friggin', you know what I'm saying? 44s and 45s. This niggas is just handgun crazy. Having a party. Remember that shit? I don't want to show it on the screen again because that will definitely get me demonetized. But these niggas was having a gun party, not a girl in sight. They were just like da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, some of them had two of them in their hands. Some niggas had a gun and a phone. Ha, 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 ha. I was like, nigga. But I say all that to say, none of them were holding one of these. You know what I'm saying? Doing the with the, you know, you got to respect the gun. You can't take the semi-automatics and just one-hand them motherfuckers. Like, you got to, unless you're like one of them soldiers over there in the different countries, them niggas be like, rah, 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 holding up the freaking big freaking M16s, rah, one-handed. Guns are heavy. Okay? Y'all see that shit on the screen or on TV and stuff like that, and people are like, you know, hot potatoing the gun. Nigga, them shits was heavy as fuck, bro. As somebody who went away from one of those, they're heavy, bro. So niggas, like, you know, it's not a game. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting sidetracked, though.
The entire transaction takes place in less than 60 seconds. With the real-time shot spotter alerts, police can immediately be dispatched to the scene. Utilizing the gun...
Less than 60 seconds, you guys are cooked.
Time shot spotter alerts, police can immediately be dispatched to the scene. Utilizing the gunfire audio clip and tactical information, officers can approach an exact location quickly and safely to engage the shooter, interview witnesses, and collect key evidence at the crime scene. The ShotSpotter app enables patrol officers to receive real-time alerts quickly and...
Oh, they got an app too? Yo, if they bring the app over here too for the for the cops, oh my God. Yo, guys, any of the man them out there who out there thugging and bugging, you know, balaclava's up, you're about to go on a drill. I know y'all niggas watch We Love Hip Hop, okay? But you don't watch a lot of the news, or you only watch the news to see if one of their bodies dropped, right? Watch this back, okay? Because if they implement this shit over here in Toronto, y'all niggas is cooked.
Effectively in their patrol car, on MDTs, or on the go on their smartphones. The ShotSpotter alert system is used in more than 150 cities and is an invaluable tool to help make communities safer by responding to gunshot incidents faster, making it easy to find evidence and reducing risk for police officers.
Y'all with that, man? Let me know, man. Comment gang strong. Let me see what y'all saying in the poll. Let's see what the temperature is like. Are you okay with crime cameras? 59% of y'all say yes. 41% of y'all say no. Okay. We got a lot of good, upstanding citizens over here in the chat, man. We're not out here. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people hit me up on the road and be like, yo, I watch We Love Hip Hop, and they got jail clothes on still. Like, they just got out the can. But we have a lot of upstanding citizens who watch this network over here, and we're over it, man. A lot of people are not mad at that. I will say this in closing when it comes to something like that, though. It's probably going to cost a shitload of money. If they're going to be installing 10 cameras plus that technology, we're probably looking upwards. We're probably spending at least $50 million. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's going to come out of our pockets, the taxpayers. Not us over here in the city of Toronto, but as far as the people in Vaughan, you know, which is right there. And if they're going to put them in Vaughan, I'm sure they're going to start implementing them in the rest of the GTA, in Toronto, different places that probably will need it even a little bit more. And the ones that they're going to need for like Scarborough and different places, they're going to be having to use the technology way more. I would imagine we're going to be spending a lot of money. So just keep that in mind. All right. If you're cool with that, if you're cool with an additional, you know, $5-6 coming out of your pocket in taxes a month, then let's get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Smart criminals have the cop radio app. That's the thing. Yo, bro, I'm so glad I don't do crime no more, bro. If I was still doing crime, I'd probably get caught by now, because I haven't been able to keep up with the technology of crime. I keep up with the technology of podcasting. So if I was to just, like, let's say, jump back in the game all of a sudden, I'd get caught right away. You know what I'm saying? There's too much technology out there, and niggas ain't getting away with shit these days. I'm sorry. But let's leave that there. Let us leave that there. Once again, big salute to everybody who's been tapping in from the beginning of the live. I'm going to be dropping that Puck Daddy interview tomorrow. Big salute, and apologies for any of the time in the middles or whatever where I had to fix the cameras and stuff like that. I'll cut all of that shit out in the replay later on. Okay. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out. Look out for the new episode tomorrow, episode 622. Until then, we are off of this. Deuces.